Sorry. How are you guys doing? Um, sorry, there's no song today. I couldn't figure out one. Mm, yeah, I just am a bit lost today, and I think also yesterday. Gonna talk about it if you want me to talk about it. But let me communicate with you guys. Love to see you there in the chat. Andreas Flach, hello, my friend. Hello to Nam. Hello, Holy Oblation, Nikki Hill, McPigeon, Gabber Sisto. Hello, welcome everyone. Bert, Ernie, the real Dave Seaman, and we're rolling. Yeah, it's much earlier today than usually, but with less preparation. Come on, it's me. What preparation are you talking about, Rick? MTB Devils, hello. Hello, Bell Covert. Hello from Arizona, USA. Biden signed the aid package. Awesome. I still haven't got this one. I've seen that Senate voted for it tonight. But yes, now I see the news. It's a fresh one, just 6 minutes ago. Yeah, Biden signed the law for $60 billion. That's good. That's very good, and let me be happy for it today, finally. Not being tragic and negative, maybe. But what? But yeah, but happy today. That's enough. Let's enjoy the moment of a small victory over the Trumpists, Putinists in your government. I got a new patch 2 days ago on Monday. That's from my friend Miroslav, who got it from the guys on the front line. That's the north side. Yeah, north side military movement here in Ukraine. I think he's a part of it. Today we're gonna have Yewleea. Masha probably won't be here because she told us that she will be. Then she said that she forgot about her work that she had at this time. And yes, probably she won't be joining us. Hello, Amonsky, how you doing? Hello, Paul D. Hello, Michelle Ferguson. Hello. Who else am I missing there? Leathercat, how are you doing? Aaron, hello. Or Aaron. Probably Aaron. I'm not sure. Please tell me. Happy hump day, fellas. Cool. Today's a great day for democracy. Yeah, exactly. We're working to get rid of the garage in our government. You mean garbage? Arm Ukraine now. Yes, that's what your government is doing right now. Hello, Sir Garrick and Mrs. Garrick. I know that you're listening together always, though it's only you in the chat. Maybe we'll see Mrs. Garrick there too. Or maybe I already see, but just don't know the nickname of your wife. Petra Olsen. Hi from Sweden. Hello, Petra. How you doing? Yes, guys. I forgot to say live long and prosper. Hello. How you doing? Yeah, I see the live long and prosper hands there in the chat. Hello, Andres. Yes, stupid autocorrect. Yeah, but that's okay. I know how it works. So, Iron, American, Aaron. Sorry, Aaron, American pronunciation. Got it. Awesome. Jilly Dior. Hello. Hello, Martin13. Rick, sorry I can't make it to the live stream. We'll watch it later. But you made it in here, so thank you for coming. And yes, of course, you can watch it later. It's really hard to go to every stream you see out there. It's for me it's impossible. Lately I'm not visiting many of the streams because it's overwhelming. Okay, let me talk about it right away. So what I'm feeling today and yesterday is the burnout. And I hate that feeling. Hello, Y at. Hello, Nils Knudsen. Happy to see you guys. Um, hello, fellow Earthlings. There are streams like all day. Yeah, that's it. And a lot of streams are at the same time. They're at the same time. So yeah, guys, I want to be honest with you and open and transparent and sincere. And it feels like like I'm overworking, but I cannot help myself but not to overwork because I need to provide results. That's first thing. Secondly, I need to. Oh, hey, Martin13, thank you for a 22 euro super sticker rage quit. That's a funny one. So you don't rage quit right now. You just quit because you cannot watch, right? uh, yeah, I'm having trouble keeping up too, says Nikki. Yeah. Uh, watching the Senate a run says Senate meetings yesterday totally drained me. Yeah. Uh, you see, guys, there's a dilemma here. I went full time, and I now live on the YouTube monetization, which is for me is only super chat stickers membership, all of that, and buy me a coffee memberships. And it is like right now it's stable, but today and yesterday I had 2 Javelin cancellations on Buy Me a Coffee, and I know it's just probably a coincidence, but it started worrying me for my future and all of that shit. Though I shouldn't be worried about that because there are only 2 javelins from. You see, it's 1,348 now. It's 38 because there was one cancellation today. I forgot to update it. Also, need to do it now. But so yeah, what is $20 in that sum of money? That's nothing. But it all is piled up when I feel drained and that I'm not productive at all, and I just do. You can't forget about the me time. Well, though I cannot. Okay, let me get to that. Okay, I was about to talk about that too. Hello, vatniks are fascists. Hey, Rick. Free stab here. Quick question. Are journalists something you are interested in? Asking so I can get on that right now. What do you mean by that? Journalists to talk to them? Well, I talked to some of the journalists already. But what? If you mean that. Hey, Amonsky, thank you for $30 donation for equipment for Matvi. I appreciate that a lot. So, Zdravko Avdalovich. General Sirsky is Russian, not Ukrainian, and you're a Russian bot. Can I congratulate you? Because only a Russian bot will get into the chat and say that. You know what to do, mods. Rick, in response to your message to me about Norway. Yeah, it will be awesome. So this is you. Got it. I've been talking about with today, not about. Yes, please contact me about journalists. I would love to speak to them because I have some experience to share. I lived in occupation, you know that probably. So maybe my expertise as a fundraiser here, expertise, experience, not. Okay, so I've been talking about burning out and all that stuff. Yeah, I see the Zetnik has disappeared already. We call vatniks Zetniks sometimes because of that Z swastika they have, you know. Mm, hello, Sally Luz. Привіт, друзі. Hello, friends. Good to see you. It looks like I should go share the stream a few places, so I'll be right back. Okay. Vatniks are fascists. Rick, that is me. Yes, I will get right on that too then. You will get a lot more information from me tomorrow. Awesome. So, guys, what it feels like for me lately. mm, I know that a lot of people don't like to listen about people's problems. They like to see positivity, optimism, and like being honest about some bad mood or depression drives a lot of people away. But I think honesty is the first thing, is my strength, not the weakness. So I want to be honest and talk with you about that, discuss it. I always receive so much support from you when I'm being honest. So I think I think that's what I should keep doing. Hello, Michelle. Yes, Biden signed the bill. I congratulate all of us. That's cool. Share problems too. It's real. Yeah, you're right, McPigeon. Bagheera, you know you're famous worldwide when Russian trolls appear. Oh yeah, that's a good sign. I know. mm, don't consider myself famous yet. I'm not sure. Guys, you I'm not sure where the famous begins or something like that. Um, okay. Rick, you can talk to us. We support you. I know. We are here for you, Rick. Thank you, All Ablation. Thank you, Michelle Ferguson. Uh, a run. Rick, we love you and care about you, bro. Thank you, guys. Thank you. This is why I'm also talking about this because I know it will help me if I talk about this here. Um, you could start to write story of your life, just snippets of outline over several months. Each stream unlocks new memories and interactions. Well, the problem is with that I don't have time to write it down. I would need to hire someone for that. And to hire someone, I still don't have enough funds, I think. Maybe I will have them enough by the end of the year, but not yet. So, actually, a lot of people to hire because I don't have time to do my social networks. I don't have time for editing the clips from my streams. That's too much for just me now. I'm unfortunately not one of the Dr. Energies people. You know what I mean? We're people those who don't need to sleep, who are constantly energized. I so envy them because I have limited energy and I was always a slow guy. I wasn't ever the dude who will do the work like two times or three times more work than average people can. I envy those people so much, but I try to do my best with what I have. So let me read. First of all, let me thank Imonski for 10 gifted memberships. That means a lot. Thank you. Every membership counts, and you guys know that it's basically part of my salary these days. Ricky can talk to us. We support you. I've read this one already. Nice to have your eagled eye, says Tunem. Yes. Honesty is the best policy. I agree. We like to hear the honesty. Honesty makes people trust you. You could start to write story of your life. I've read this one, sorry. I don't have the stomach for that, Manu. Manu said, Tuna, not wearing glasses, I have read Lick the Cats. What? I got it. Okay. You're the man, thank you. Terje Solberg, hello collective. Last news from Norway. Norway are donating two old type NASAM's Norwegian Advanced Surface to Air Missile System. That's good to hear, Terje. And hello and welcome to the stream. Okay, let me thank Paul D for £5 super chat. I'm committed till victory. We have got your back. Thank you very much, Paul D. And I volunteered to help with writing. Does someone please know where Rick lived under occupation? I lived in Makivka. It's the satellite city of Donetsk. Together with Makivka, they form huge industrial city. Bigger than Kyiv, basically. So yeah, I wish Makivka will be deoccupied too. Слава Ukraini, Pablo Trochet. Rick, I think you should attach the patches to your mic once at a time, same as Greg. Well, I do that too. Yes, on the stream on Sunday, I had Frankie and Coon's patch. Let's actually do the one from Chimera? Chimera? This one. Death from the Sky, Chimera, Steel Border Brigade, guys. That's them. Let me put this one here today. Nope, not like this. And the other side, it's not mirrored. Hard to see what is happening there. Okay, maybe like this. I hope you will still hear me properly. Oh, this side, yeah? Yeah, you can hear the clicking though. Okay, I like this idea. I like the patches being here, so not like I'm repeating after Dr. Energy. Just something cool to do. You can talk about anything, Rick. We listen. Thank you very much for that, Cass. Be true to yourself so you can be true to others. Honesty and integrity goes a long way. Stay positive, brother. Thank you, GZA. Staying positive sometimes is very hard, but I try my best. SSW Custom Brick, you are loved and respected by people everywhere. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you, guys. Depression is real. I have battled this for years. I'm sorry to hear that, Michelle. I volunteer to help with writing. Thank you, Larry Cat. I'm always tired. Oh, McPigeon, I'm tired like 50% of the time. Though I keep working even when I'm tired. Some days I just cannot stop and take a breath and rest. I just cannot afford that. Hello, everyone. That's all we can do. Okay. Hey, Holy Oblation. That's huge. $100. Super chat. Go out and enjoy some me time on me, bro. Thank you. Thank you, man. But let me tell you the whole thing, because there are some aspects that I also want you to know to all of this. Thank you, Upper Talks, for 10 gifted memberships. Guys, that's a tremendous support. Thank you. And yeah. Thank you, Makivka. Got it. I knew it was Donetsk. Yeah. Well, I spent a lot of time in Donetsk because I was studying. Oh, Yewleea says, let me in, please. 23 minutes. No, in 6:23. So just a minute ago. So just a second. Ed and Yewleea. She's my guest today. Okay. Gonna be reading in chat a lot, though. Even though we have Yewleea today, I want this stream to make the stream about us communicating, guys. Just give me a second. Yewleea is gonna be there in a second. I just need to turn on the collab cam. Yes. Yes. Yewleea? No, just a second. Different one. This one. Yewleea, we can hear you now, I guess. No, we cannot. You're muted on your side, I think. Yeah. No, it doesn't work. Just like the last time. Remember you were connecting to me the last time and we didn't. No, not yet. You know they exist. Thank you for $5 super chat. Yewleea, nope, still no sound. Nope. Sorry. Maybe reconnect after. Oh, I hear you now.
Wait.
And pretty loud. It was pretty loud. Incentive for getting a secretary.
Phones connected. I
see an offer already in Lettercat.
Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
But you're using your phone mic.
Yes.
Wow, it's
because my computer mic isn't working.
It's super loud. I'm gonna make you a bit more quiet. Please say something.
Mwahaha.
Wow.
Hello. Hi.
So you were there when we were talking about that? No? No, no. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. A letter cat taught me that, if I'm not mistaken, John Wayne in the classic Western movies was saying "waha," something like that.
Was he?
I'm not sure if it was him, but maybe some other actor.
I don't
Anyway,
know. Rick, do you have the ability to unmirror me by any chance?
I'm not sure. Let me let me try.
Like, it's not a deal breaker, but the thing is, like, it bugs me a lot when
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like lifting my right arm and it looks
Same
like
for
it's my
me.
left arm.
It's mirrored for me, so I cannot change that. Sorry, Yulia. I'm we're in this together. How are
I
you
don't know. I
doing?
don't know. It's also not my good side.
How are you doing, Yulia?
I'm doing well. Let me like make you louder because I don't necessarily hear you very well. I'm doing okay. I'm coasting. How are you?
Good. I was talking about me burning out lately and feeling down and unproductive, but I only began with that, so there's a lot to tell. If you're interested in this, um, uh, like
Bring it to me. I have a psych degree.
okay. Marino noticed the north side patch. Yeah, I actually didn't know about the north side the day before yesterday, and yeah, my friend Miroslav gifted it to me, so now I have
So
their patch.
this is very off topic, but like this. So this is new to me because normally your stream looks like you're sitting on a balcony. You know how like in Ukraine we have those like little terrace balconies. So
Yeah,
this entire time I was convinced your office was like the little terrace balcony, and now it
and
looks like
yeah,
you're actually.
you're right. It is.
Oh.
It's
Then.
it's a window out there. I'm
Uh-huh.
just covering the window with this board now for the patches. So yeah.
Oh, well, it's a different angle. Maybe like it's because normally the window is on that side for me. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe because of that. Maybe because of
Hmm.
that. Because of
I
I'm
was like,
mirrored.
wow, it's a room.
Yes. Okay, so what? Rick is not left-handed? My mind is blown. Yeah, it's mirrored. It's actually the left side of my face, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my right hand.
Yeah, and that's my right hand. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that is such fuckery.
can you imagine it like it's going for what? A year and a half and people always thought that this is my left hand, but it's actually my right hand.
I know it's so many new things we're finding out about you, Rick.
Yeah, but really cool. Guys, please tell me if you now hear us on the same level, me and Yulia, because Yulia was super loud and I cannot get this mic to
Oh my
sound
God, I'm
louder
always
at
super
all.
loud.
Like,
I actually have a cool thing to share. So there is this
yeah.
channel. The channel itself is not small, but I think like the segment that they're doing with Corey, this American guy who's been living in Ukraine for 8 years, is like small now. I think it's getting like maybe 200 views per episode or something.
Mhm.
But so it's called Expats in Ukraine. It's on the channel called The Gays, and by that I don't mean LGBTQIA plus people. I mean GAZE. Very unfortunate name, I know. But the segment is called Expats in Ukraine, and 2 weeks ago I recorded an interview with them, and it's airing tomorrow Kyiv time at 6 p.m.
Uh-huh.
And I know I'm not quite an expat, and that's what we were like joking about. But we were joking because
What's an expat?
expat, like людина, яка
Ah,
переїхала кудись, типу в іншу країну жити.
hmm. It's
So like,
I hear it for the first time because for me
yeah,
it's like opposite to empathy.
mm, immigrant. Expat is an immigrant,
Wow, I
basically.
didn't hear.
Yeah. So so I'm not necessarily like an expat in Ukraine, right? But I kind of am because like I am sort of like very Americanized and I'm re-exploring Ukraine. And it was supposed to be like about me and how like, my move to Ukraine was and stuff like that. But of course it turned out to be a conversation about me just unfiltered talking about Russia and NATO being pussies and how people don't understand like the impact of Russia and how it's not going to stop. So I do highly encourage you to watch that thing tomorrow, and I can even share a little clip of it with you right now.
Awesome. How are you gonna be doing it? You can actually share the
I'm gonna send it to
screen
you.
through Streamlabs. You can try to share the screen with me.
Well, it's not on my computer, but I can send it to you.
Yeah, please send it to me and I'm gonna show
I'm
it.
gonna forward you all seven of these little clips. They're under a minute each. They're probably like 20 seconds each, so you can,
I
pick
can
and
show
choose.
all of them. Awesome.
Sure.
Nails, thank you for 20 gifted memberships there.
Thank you,
I
Nils.
appreciate that. Yewleea is about 30% lower than me. What? Let me make her a bit louder then. What about this,
I
Yewleea?
can make me a bit louder just by default.
Well, it's singing wasn't thought though. What? Wasn't thought through. Got it, but didn't get it actually. Anyway, you need vitamin D from the sun, though, so hope you're not always in darkness. Well, actually, we have a shitty weather today. It's raining, and it's raining orange with the Sahara sands, actually. Yeah, I've read it in the news. Have you noticed?
I mean, no, it's raining pretty transparent on my windows.
No, like it's when I went there, like I have this fog, and it's not just a regular gray
Oh,
fog.
really?
Yeah, it's a bit orange. I noticed that too, even
I didn't
before.
notice it. I went outside when it was raining because I had to go pee. So like a follower slash friend of mine sent me like a little care package from the US, and I went to pick it up like at a Meast facility. And most of these items are like things that I can get here, but it was just like a thought, like a very sweet thought, right? And it was like an air purifier, like just like these things that they thought I would like, which I did, right? And there was this, wait, I'm gonna show you the most American thing ever, because the person at Meast
Hmm.
who was watching me, because I always open the boxes and I bring like a tote and put the stuff in the tote because like I don't want to deal with all the boxes. And so like I was opening that and this man looks at me and he's like, "Is this a package from America?" And I'm like, "Yeah, how did you get it?" He's like, "No one drinks that much coffee here." And I'll show you the size of this coffee tumbler. You will die.
Come on.
Like, wait.
Okay, I made Yulia louder because I figured out why she was so loud to me. I've just put my M-Game console for the source. Uh, oh wow.
Can we like appreciate the size of this freaking cup? Like,
Yeah, we don't drink that much coffee here, I
I
guess.
know. But it was actually very cute because I feel like that is a size of coffee you can get at a coffee shop in the US. Like that's a venti or a Trenta. So
Wow.
yeah.
So you sent it to me already.
Yes, the videos I did.
Okay, just give me a second. Gonna download them and show them to you. Really having trouble typing today, says Cheryl Waitley. Constantly having to change my words back to what I intended to type. Sorry to hear that. That's so American, says A Run.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And Michelle
Prometheus.
says that's a small coffee.
Yulia was just really loud. Okay, so still need to make her a
That's
bit
no
more
surprise.
quiet. Okay. Um, yeah, that's America. Everything supersized, especially food and drinks.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
actually really excited to be in a country where, like, when you order something, it does not come to you in a bowl for a family of three. I remember the first time I went to, well, like when I first moved to the U.S., I was like I went to a boarding school and it was in Tarrytown, which is like kind of like suburbs of New York. And I went to this Greek restaurant and I was like, oh my gosh, Greek, like probably. And it was owned by like Greek people, right? And I was like, oh my God, so they are going to have normal portions. And they brought me a Caesar salad that I kid you not, like, you know, those like bowls, like metal bowls that you cook in?
Uh-huh.
Right, like we have those, like if you were to like make, I don't know, dough or something, you'll put it in like a metal bowl. They brought out a Caesar salad and it was a small in this fucking metal bowl that could literally feed me, my mother, and my father, and it was like the small portion of the Caesar salad, and I was just confused.
Okay, I'm trying to save those. Just give me a second and show them. Do you read the chat somewhere on other device, maybe? Because while I'm busy, you could have read the chat for me.
I
I
am
will be
reading
grateful.
the chat.
Awesome.
Excuse you. I've been reading the chat.
That's cool. I just needed to make
Oh, Cheryl's
sure.
grandmother was from Terrytown. I love Terrytown. I actually went there a little while ago, and you know what? Nothing has changed in the past 13 years. Like, genuinely. I love Terrytown. Hi, Mark. Hi, Tone. Or Tone. Tone.
Tune.
Huh?
Tune.
Tuna.
Tune.
Okay.
Yes. Please like the stream. That's a good call. Thank you. Thank you, Nikki, for reminding people. Yes, guys, I remind you to please like the stream because it helps with engagement. It helps
Oh,
to
Belle
show it
Howard.
to.
Belle is such a pretty name. I love the name Belle.
Yeah.
A little Captain Morgan in that cup. This is America. Is there a USA and Russian World War? Huh.
This is
Could you
America.
please elaborate on that question? Where is Masha? Masha is working, so she unfortunately she like forgot that she had a thing, like a work event, and if she gets out earlier, she'll join us, but I would not hold my breath for it. Masha works a lot, and because of how much she works and because of how much she puts in herself, she tends to double book herself because she really wants to like do something, but then she can't because actually she had like work to do that day. And she messaged me like profusely apologizing today and being like, I'm so sorry, but I forgot that this was planned beforehand and I actually can't make it. And she always feels so bad, so like I am just trying to, like, you know, in case she stumbles upon this stream, it's no problem.
Okay, I'm ready to show you a video. So first one, 17 seconds. Let's go.
They move to a different country. They don't integrate. They hate everything about that country. They criticize everything about that country. Russia is the best, yet they would never come back to Russia. They get upset when they get deported back to Russia, and they don't assimilate. They just create their own little, like, Russia, mini Russias. If Russia is protecting
The gays. Yeah, funny name. First video was about Russian immigrants who are complaining in the countries they are in. And yeah, that's a good point. And that's what you have to know about Russian immigrants. And when they're being deported, they're whining constantly. Sonke FH, thank you for 20 euros super chat. Consider taking a week or two off. Rick Sekai should take over the weekends. You deserve a break. A short video is enough. Everyone will understand you. It is important that you are healthy and strong long time. Sleep for win. That's actually what I think I cannot afford because they can. Well, actually, as for the money aspect, I think I can afford, but I have responsibility. Like, for example, take the fundraisers I have. I have people waiting in line, soldiers waiting in line. And yeah, if I take a week or two break, they won't receive the equipment they are waiting for. And of course, I cannot help everyone. I understand that. And I say no to some people, but Yewleea wants to interact also.
Well, I was gonna say that I could technically, if you would like to, I could do what I did with Joey, and I could do a stream on both your platform and mine, and I could tell people about your fundraisers. And if you wanted to take a week or two off, I can take over the 2 Sundays, and with Sakai or like, you
Mm,
know,
do you mean
that way.
like on my channel you will be streaming?
Yeah.
That's hmm. That's actually for me sounds a bit strange, to be honest, um,
Well,
because I don't know. Hmm.
I mean, you don't have to, like, it's just an offer. Like, you don't have to you
To
don't have to have
agree,
a
yeah.
reason why not. It's just if you needed to take some time off, I can I can totally, like, take over a couple of streams for you. And I know I'm not as great as you are. I'm kind of tolerable, not that much. But
No, it's not.
Oh
Come
no,
on,
I'm kidding. But
yeah.
I'm just throwing jokes. Of course I'm the best. Also kidding. But
Just guys, there's another thing. I'm frustrated about not continuing dubbing. I actually have, for example, for two interviews, I have the Russian subs ready. I just need to create the English subs and send a 20-minute segment to Yewleea of the first video to make the female voices as she did before. Yeah, and Yewleea, how much it will take to dub 20 minutes? And you know that women there usually speak like 50% of the time, right? In those interviews. What do you think? How much it will take to work on that?
I can do it tomorrow evening. Well, no, no, sorry, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, right?
Tomorrow's Thursday?
Yeah, Friday. I can do it Friday evening.
Friday evening. Okay. But how much it will take? Like a couple of hours? Or less than that?
To record that?
Yeah.
No, like
30
like
minutes?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that thing I need to do, and I haven't been posting any of those interviews for the rest. No, for the last 2-3 months already. Time flies so fast.
I mean, like,
And
I have a lot of stuff that I haven't edited.
I actually have also an ambition for the channel to grow, to attract new people, and that was like I think the main source of growing for the first year when I started posting them. And a lot of you rollers found me from those interviews. I know that. So yeah, that's a big frustration for me. But for example, what do I do? Okay, let's talk about this week. So Monday, it's always a vet clinic day, then cleaning day, and waking up at 1 p.m. because I've been streaming until 5 a.m. Let's
Hell just
sing.
happened. I don't know why my TV just like turned on. Poltergeist.
Okay, so I said what? I told you, yeah. So Monday and on Tuesday, yesterday, I worked on sending new packages. So there's another piece of work that I am involved in lately, that I have lately. So what I'm doing to send you the patches, you guys know that they are not just patches. The package should be prepared a bit. Those of you who receive the package know what it consists of. And those of you who still didn't get it, I won't tell you. Because it's a surprise. Yeah, so to prepare that, I need a couple of hours with my friend Helena during the week. And I am sending about 8 packages a week, which seems not that much, not that many. But yesterday I spent the whole day sending them. Well, half a day, yeah, because I again went tired, and after that I went to the botany garden with my wife to rest a bit.
Oh, gardens?
Yeah, and I have photos of sakuras that are blossoming right now in the
Yeah, I think one of the things that happens to Kyiv every spring
You
is a little
started
girl.
interrupting, Yulia. Your mic is interrupting now. I don't know
My
why. Yeah.
no.
It's like something is making some noise. Can you please?
Hello?
Okay, it's better now. Maybe it was too far. So it was like interrupting. It was like I was making noise. Something like this.
Let me see if maybe I can actually connect my normal microphone.
Yeah, let's try to do it. I still hear you, yes.
Okay, well, my normal microphone works.
Awesome. Let me make you much louder though, because you're quiet now. Maybe it's because it was far from you.
Oh, my gain.
Oh, your
How about
game. Now it's better.
more?
A bit more.
How about now?
What about more? Like maximum?
I don't know what the maximum is, but you told me when to stop. Here. How is this sounding?
Just the same. So you've reached the maximum, I think.
Maybe.
You did.
Oopsie doopsie.
Yeah. Is it Cinny there? People are asking.
Yes. Sorry,
Just
but
give me a second. There she is.
here. Sunny, come here, Bella.
Do you still have 2 dogs?
No, so like what ended up happening, Liv is very happy, and I found her an amazing family that actually fits her way more than Cindy and I do. But so the problem that happened was, for those of you who don't know, I adopted a dog who was a rescue. Her name was, her name originally was Frankie, but like she didn't react to that name, and I called her Sliva, which means like pear.
Plum? Plum.
Plum, yeah. So Sliva Liv, so it could be easy for English speakers and Ukrainians. And she's a fantastic dog, and I loved her so much, and it was so heartbreaking. But like, so she is very territorial, and she needs to be the only dog in the family. And we didn't know that because there was not really like a chance to find that out before I adopted her, right? And so she would like attack Cindy for food, and she would attack Cindy for like attention and stuff. And like, it got to the point where like Cindy's face right now has like all of these white parts on it. That's bites. That's dog bites. And like Cindy would technically tolerate it for a while, and she like wouldn't really do anything about it, which I was surprised by because she's like a pretty dominant dog. But she was like sort of, like letting it happen until one day, 4 months into it, like, and we were working with a trainer. Liv was like going to a training camp. Like, so it was like, I put a lot of effort into it. It wasn't like, oh my God, no, bye. Like I really tried to make it work because I love the dog so much. And then like one day, Cindy basically just like tried to kill Liv because she was like, she just couldn't have it anymore because Liv was like, Cindy was living for 4 months. There was this like new creature constantly, like Cindy would pick up a toy, Liv would come and like take it out of her mouth. Cindy would go drink from a bowl, and like I had 2 water bowls for them, right? And Liv would like push her out of that water bowl. Like it was just like a whole thing. And like we were doing training sessions, and basically the trainer was like, listen, you can like make it better, but the point is that this dog needs to be like the only dog. And so at that point I started looking for a new family for Liv, and I was like so upset. And I found her a fantastic family. Like it's they're very young. They're like maybe 23 both, or like at most. He works in IT, and he works from home. He's at home 24/7. She works at my friend's company in Lviv. They live like in Vinnytsia, which is like suburbs of Lviv. They live near a stadium. They live near a forest. They live near a field. Like this dog gets so many walkies. There's a human with her at all times. She has 2 humans. Like this, she's constantly being scratched. Literally, I think she's been with them for like a month and a half now, and they said, or maybe a little more, and they send me pictures of her like every other day. Like anytime something happens, they're like, "Is this okay?" Like they're like they love her so much, and like honestly, like she was happy here, right? But like I didn't see certain things that I see in her with me, because like, she wasn't totally comfortable because again, there was another dog, right? Like for instance, like with them, like Cindy does this thing where she lays on her like back and does this and just wants me to like pet her, right? Like Liv would never do that with me. She would just sort of like lay next to me. They send me videos of this dog just being like a dog, like her tongue is always hanging out, she's like smiling, you know, she's like constantly like running around, they're like playing with her. She's like on her back, they're scratching her, she sleeps on top of so she like loves her dad like more than she loves her mom. She like sleeps on top of him. Like he's totally such a like doormat for this dog. Like he loves her so much, and like every video is just like Liv literally climbing on top of him and he's just like fine. It's the cutest thing ever. And honestly, like at first it was so sad, but seeing how happy that dog is with these two people and like how much she's opened up and like how much less traumatized she looks, like maybe I was meant to be in this dog's life as like a step towards them, you know? Yeah.
So cool.
And like I still I you know, like I sent her little care packages. Like last time I was in Lviv, I went to like a pet store and I was just gonna buy them one thing, and then I ended up buying her like all of these like little things and like and giving it to them. And she like, you know, because I was like, she likes this and she likes that, and like this is her favorite thing, and like here's a toy. And so like I'm gonna be in Lviv for Easter again, and I'm planning on bringing them another care package. So like, and I'm also gonna go see her because I want to say hi.
Nice. I'm happy to know
At
that.
the end of the day, like it didn't turn out to be a sad story. It turned out to be a happy story.
Yeah.
I'm just like trying to convince myself that this is good because like I feel sad because I wish she was like that with me. But it's like, you know, at the end of the day, I want both of these dogs to be happy, and clearly both of them were super unhappy no matter what I did.
So yeah, it seems Cinny should be the only dog in the family.
No, it's not Cinny being the only dog in the family.
It's Liv.
Yeah, Liv needs to.
Got it. I thought it was Cinny who was jealous.
No. Liv was jealous. Cinny Cinny kept you know, kind of tolerating it, and then at some point she snapped, and that was it.
Okay, Prometheus UA says, Yaroslav, they have already published a list of aid from the USA. The list includes airfield auxiliary equipment. Interesting. What's auxiliary?
Well, auxiliary is like a connecting sort of.
Field.
You know, an aux cord, it's an auxiliary cord.
Got it. Okay. I had two cats.
I don't know what the meaning of.
Sorry, my English friend has been here the whole time.
Hi, Rick.
Hello.
Here, sorry. This is Nick.
This is odd. This is like being overheard the whole time.
You're streaming.
Don't worry, I'm not listening.
No. I'm just joking. That's okay. Anyway, I was sharing the story, and thank you for sharing the story, because I was wondering if you still have two dogs, and now I know that it's a happy end for Liv and for you, Yewleea. Don't worry.
I can send you some videos of Liv to show up, like, because I think a lot of people were wondering about this too. She's like, it's very cute.
Okay, send me that. But before that, I'm gonna show the rest 6 of the videos that you sent me. Let's begin with the second one.
If Russia is protecting Russia from an invasion of NATO or whatever aliens, like, I don't know, why are they not in Russia then? Right?
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense. So they're on a territory of another country. They're killing people in that country. They're sexually assaulting people in that country. They're looting. They're doing all of these things. And all of that is not happening in Russia. How are they protecting Russia?
Good point. You couldn't hear it. I don't know if I should talk to you about each of them. What do you think?
I mean, it depends on, and if you feel like it needs commentary, then sure.
Okay, then let's get to the third one. Starting it.
Only comes to Ukraine if Russia is fully defeated, because if it isn't, the war is never going to end. It's just going to be postponed and postponed and postponed, and Russia is going to keep attacking. So it's like Russia needs to be militarily destroyed, right? I don't think that the world is taking it seriously enough because Russia is not going to stop. You either give us what we need and you help us and we defeat this, or 3-4 years from now, we're going to be back to this where you could have done that, but now we're in an all-out war all over the world.
Okay.
And people are talking about this as in like, oh, World War III, this is like conspiracy theories and all of this stuff. Like, do you think people in World War II thought that this was going to happen? No, it's like it's just people underestimate how far Russia is willing to go and how much it's not going to stop. It's not something that you can sign a piece of paper over and say goodbye to it.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I can comment that. They are very on point, these shorts, and they are very well, obvious for me. Sorry, but a lot of people in the world don't understand that. That if you rollers understand that, that doesn't mean that, unfortunately, maybe majority of the world doesn't get these things. Okay, let's go to the fifth one.
Every single person who lives in that country actually believes they're superior to people and actually believes that there are Nazis everywhere and they're just like the victims of it. Like, it's a fucked up country.
Oh yeah, it's a fucked up country, and they do believe that everyone's around them are Nazis, and that they don't. It's just different reality they live in, different parallel universe, I would call it. Unfortunately, it exists in our universe, but it's a fucked up country and fucked up minds. Now let's go to the sixth one. Where are you? Okay, here it is.
Russia is a world problem.
Yeah.
Russia is installing leaders in the US. It is a US problem, okay? Russia is installing leaders in Germany and in France. Le Pen?
Yeah, Italy as well, yeah.
Italy, yes. Like,
Slovakia now.
it's a world problem. Just because Russia is not attacking you with tanks doesn't mean Russia isn't attacking you, and Russia doesn't have puppets and like little marionettes, right, that it's using for these countries. Russia is never going to leave you guys alone either.
I like the accent in the end of that one. It's like an Italian one.
Which
Russia won't leave you alone, guys.
Russia won't leave you alone either. No, I think it was just me like being like it like bugs me so much when people are like, well, Russia is not our problem. And it's like, dude, how is it not your problem if it literally chooses who is going to be governing your country?
Yeah, exactly. And that's crazy that there are no real countermeasures to that. They just keep working their propaganda all over the world and keep into shit. What do you call it? Intervene into the elections all over the world, and no one is really doing anything with it. Okay, let's watch the last one.
NATO has already shown itself as like such a like weak, whining little thing that Russia is not scared of NATO.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Russia is not scared of NATO. At this point, Ukraine is scarier than NATO because we're actually doing something, and we're actually like we're fighting. We are coming out with new ways to demoralize and demobilize Russia. We're striking like oil refineries. We have blinded Crimea completely. So we're actually doing things. NATO is sitting there being like, well, this is going to be an escalation with Russia.
Oof, don't say a word escalation. I mean, not you, Yewleea, anyone. Don't say the word escalation to Ukrainians, because we just so pissed when NATO countries or NATO itself says, oh, it's going to be an escalation.
Well,
How
I think
much more?
it depends on how you use it, right? Because the thing is, if you don't let Ukraine win, Russia will escalate. If NATO does not show Russia why Russia should fear NATO, Russia will escalate. Russia will continue escalating, right? As long as NATO doesn't actually show what it can do. Because right now, really, Ukraine is scarier than NATO. Like NATO has shown itself to be like a big whiny alliance that is scared of Russia. You know?
You know, to be honest, I am actually. I can't wait when Russia finally attacks one of the NATO countries to see if, I mean, not to see. We all know what's going to happen, but I think only this will make NATO really fight back and really do something and really
Mhm.
get some get some action. So yeah, guys, I hope you didn't hear it, but I can't wait. I mean, Russia will, if NATO will really use its power against Russia, Russia will lose really fast. So a lot of Ukrainians are just like, come on, Russia, come on, attack NATO, attack, come on, just do it, and you're gonna be fucked. But Russia is not that dumb, and Russia will do it bit by bit. Only like Timothy Snyder said yesterday, oh, Russia will just lose some column of tanks in Lithuania and will say, oh, sorry, we didn't mean to, we just lost communication with them. And bit by bit, they're going to be putting their forces into the countries
That's kind of that, or also here's the thing: it's not that Russia is going to attack NATO, right? Like Russia again. Like I agree with Rick. Russia is not stupid, but what Russia keeps doing is Russia keeps dipping their feet, right? Like they will send an airplane that crosses a border, and it's it gets into the airspace, but no one does anything about it. It's like, here's what you should do. The second that an airplane is nearing a NATO border, not even in it, nearing a NATO border, you fucking take it down. There is a drone coming up to the border, you take it down. Russia makes a step towards your territory, you take it down.
Yeah, we have a guy in the chat who actually don't understand what is going on. Why do you wish a new war to break out? That's insane to say. What the fuck? He said he wished Russia to attack a new country. Dude, I'm retranslating what Russia says. They want to attack. They want to obliterate all countries around the world. Listen to their propagandists. That's what they plan to do. And we need the same level of countermeasures. And NATO right now is doing nothing to really stop that from happening. And I don't wish it to anyone. I wish Russia to lose. And if Russia dare to attack any NATO countries, and if fifth article will really work, then there's going to be no Russia in about a few weeks. You see how it works? But we have a huge risk. For example, if Trump will come to power and start driving US from NATO.
Do not say my least favorite word.
What?
Do not say my least favorite word.
Least favorite word is Trump, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So yeah, there's a chance that US won't support countries that will be attacked if Trump will be in power, right? There is a chance that they will be left on their own. And if US won't support them, then guys, US is the biggest contributor in NATO. I think. Yeah. What percentage, Yewleea, do you think US forces, like military equipment and nuclear weapons, how much do they own? I think above 80% probably. No?
80%? How much is the military power of the US and NATO? Like, what's the percentage?
Oh, it's probably something like 40.
Yeah, 40%, right?
Like
that, yeah, like 40%.
40?
I think it's around 40. It can't be 80. That's like way too much.
I mean, they just have such a big army that no country in the world can get close to that.
50%. Oh no, wait, no.
50? Maybe not. Mr. Kaplan, hello, how you doing? And that's a great job. Mr. Kaplan says, I have donated this month
Yeah.
1,400 euros. Just visited my PayPal. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I was just responding to that. That's amazing. Thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah, thank you
Well,
very much.
if you would like at some point to consider donating some more, we are fundraising
Oh, yeah.
for a drone.
We always have something.
A
Yeah, guys.
raffle for this sweatshirt.
Oh, you're doing a raffle for the sweatshirt?
Yeah, for
How
this
much
thermal
is for the
drone,
ticket?
$20.
$20, guys. Let
So
me.
each
68%.
68%. Wow. US controls 68%. So we were all off, but you were the closest.
Let me get the beacons, your beacons to the chat. Just a second.
Yeah, you can do beacons or just my PayPal, honestly, or like because my Venmo is the same as my name, and basically this sweatshirt is a limited edition sweatshirt. It was made, designed, and manufactured in Ukraine because someone was like, "Why are you trying to make something off of Amazon sound exclusive?" I'm like, I'm not. This is not off of Amazon. This is actually like a really good brand in Ukraine, and they made this like limited drop of sweatshirts. It's really nice. It's not something that you could get on Amazon. It's not like one of those drop ship things. It's their own design and their own like the design of the hoodie. And the fit is actually their own, and it's a really cool Ukrainian company. It's one of the nicest hoodies I have, actually. It has like all of the regulators here and stuff like that. And so these letters, I don't know how to like show it, but like, see, they're like, it's like a whole, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's very nice. Anyways, and
Can
so
you get close to the camera again? Because I switched the scene and now we can
Yes.
see it better.
Sorry.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
And see like the letters, sorry, like they're like, I don't know. It's not cheap. It's not like it's very well made.
Okay.
And
Got
so buying the sweatshirt itself already, they contribute all of the profits to the military. So by buying the sweatshirt for this raffle, I've already donated to the military, and this is and winning the sweatshirt. In a raffle, we're fundraising for a thermal drone for an HUR unit, and in Ukrainian, and so yeah, if you would like to purchase a ticket for this raffle, then each ticket is $20. So every $20 gives you more entries, and more entries is like more, I guess, like a higher chance to win because it's going to be like a randomized, a random selection process through like an algorithm or something.
Okay, Paul D says 25% America, 50% Europe, 25% other, including Canada, Australia. Where did you get that, Paul? Guys, were you able to find something? I mean, Yewleea, and what's your friend name, Yewleea? Sorry.
Mykola.
Mykola and Yewleea.
His name is
Michael.
Nick, but he goes by Mykola in Ukraine.
Okay, well, like the Ukrainian
His
version.
Twitter is Mykola, and when I first met him, I literally thought he was Ukrainian because it says Mykola on there, and I was just
Nice.
and I was just like, what? How are you not? Because he's so like anti-Russian and he's so like pro-Ukrainian, and there was not a shadow of doubt in my mind that it's just like a Ukrainian person whose dad may be English because their last name was like Boltenko, so obviously it's not like, you know.
That's what Prometheus UA says. I would say 90%. Just look at the number of tanks in European countries, for example. The army of Germany is generally dismantled. That's what I thought, why I thought it's 80%, guys. Because really, like, the army of Germany right now, but we have Polish army, they still don't own 300 HIMARS yet. Yes.
Yeah, but it's also like, so the US manufactures a lot of weapons. So like there is a difference between the US Army and like how much capacity it takes up in NATO, and there is a difference between US manufacturing, because manufacturing, US manufactures like most in the world, not just NATO, but in terms of like those weapons being like belonging to the US and NATO, like these countries in Europe buy these weapons. So it's not like, you know, the US just gives, you get a weapon and you get a weapon, you know, like, like they buy it.
Okay, yeah, by the way, good question from Marino. And I was thinking to invite that guy to the stream. Yewleea, do you know Frank Peter Wilde. He has the same sweatshirt like the one you're wearing. Do you know him?
Well, the name is familiar. Yes.
Frank Wilde. He is a German.
No, he.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes,
The
yes,
guy
yes.
in the elevator.
Yes, the guy in the elevator. Yeah. They sent him. I was talking to them about it. They sent him a sweatshirt, and they were like really happy that he wore it. And
Nice.
yes, that's the exact same sweatshirt. Yes.
Mr. Kaplan,
Frank
thank you.
Wilde or Wilde. Yeah.
I think it's Wilde, but
Wilde.
yeah, like a German version. That's just my guess. I'm maybe wrong. Anyway,
It's Frank. I don't know how. Like I think Peter Wilde. Yeah.
Wilde. Mr. Kaplan, thank you for 20 gifted memberships there.
That's
I
nice.
appreciate that. Biden signed the aid bill. Yes, we already celebrated a bit with. Hey, I didn't take water with me. Damn it! I gotta stay hydrated. It's been an hour. I need to go grab water, but I will forget anyway. Prometheus UA, Rick, have you seen the polls in the EU countries of those who are ready to fight for their country? There is a very small percentage, even in Poland. The Baltic countries and Finland have a high percent. What about France?
France too. Like I think it was like 55% of youth said that they would take up arms and defend their country if needed.
55%.
Which is like, yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It
was like.
I've seen Germany. I've seen Poland and Great Britain also.
Well, Nick can give you a bit of a background on Great Britain. I did not even give him any warning, but I need to go grab one of my mics and put batteries in it. So in the meanwhile, hey, serious? Yes. Hey Nick, would you like to talk a little bit about Great Britain?
And a little bit louder because the mic is pretty far from you.
Hey Rick.
Hello.
So the whole conscription thing became like a thing in the UK back in, I think, January or December or January. And one of our generals made it into like a national discussion. And one of the things that I've been trying to say to everyone ever since Russia's full-scale invasion was that we need to do this now. But the response from people that I've seen on like comments on things is just that people don't really understand what the threat is.
Yeah.
So what I've been trying to do is
well, thank you for this, because I think that's a lack of that. Though there in the UK, I think the percentage of people who understand what Russia is much higher than in many other European countries. Well, not all of them, of course, not the Baltic states, and not well, who knows?
Not anyone that borders Russia.
Yeah, and Finland and Poland. Though, like with these numbers about Poland, now I'm not sure. But no, the thing is, maybe a lot of people also see how not easy it is to survive in the modern war with the drones, especially with FPV drones. Maybe this is why some of them are not eager to join the army voluntarily. But
I don't think they're thinking that much detail into it. They're just thinking, it's a war. No, I don't want to be part of it.
Yeah, just like that. I was actually, before the full-scale invasion, I was one of those people who was like never thinking about anything militarily, and not actually. I will tell you this. I'm ashamed, though. I was not interested in politics, just like Russians. And it was one of the biggest mistakes of mine, but now I am super interested in it. And you see,
I did the same mistake. No, I never once. Well, like I knew that Russia was fucked up.
yeah,
I didn't realize just how fucked up Russia is until the full scale invasion, and then I suddenly started paying attention.
that's good. So we have one more ally in the club of politically conscious people.
Yeah.
Thank you for 20 coffees. Let me check who that was because the name was long and I missed it. Because the notification, even if it sings, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, it is still going too fast. Northerner 83 before this one, gifted, bought 5 coffees. Greetings from Finland. Hopefully this go good use. Thank you for those 5 coffees. And I got, what? It's not updating that fast. 20 coffees, but from whom? Updating Fred Thornberry. 20 coffees. Greetings from Delaware, USA. Please add to full-time roll-in fund and keep up the good work. Thank you very much. So, do you want to know, Mike, the whole thing about Rick Rollers and Never Gonna Give You Up thing? Or maybe you know
Yeah.
this.
Yes, please. Yeah.
So, there was once, Dick Dawson came to the stream and he said, "Oh, I have a name for your community." He's good in making up names for communities. And he said, "I will call them Rick Rollers." And it stick because you remember maybe there was
I remember the meme.
a prank, a meme, yeah, the Rick Roll and Rick Ashley, and I like the name because we're rolling actually. We're
It works.
raising funds a lot here, and I think that's a big part of rolling. So, rolling to our victory together. Thank you, rollers.
Rolling in it.
Yeah, a lot of rolling there, definitely.
So,
yeah.
are you going to be at the Azov protest on Saturday?
Yeah, every Sunday I'm there streaming.
Sunday, sorry. Yeah. Well, hopefully I'll see you there.
Yeah, okay. Let's meet in person.
1 second. Sorry.
Yeah, Yewlea's just fucking around.
I'm not fucking it.
Okay.
First of all, don't curse.
So Yewlea's messing around.
Yewleea is trying to do something.
Yewlea's trying to do something.
Bothering Yewleea.
Prometheus UA said, Ярослав, у списку допомоги США немає ракет до Patriot, тільки ракети ППО середньої та малої дистанції. Це дивно, можливо, є сенс озвучити. Okay, I gotta translate that. In the list of US aid, the package that they're sending first, there are no Patriot rockets, missiles, no rockets in this case, I think. Now, only the air defense of the, how do you call it? Middle and short distance. This is odd. Maybe there's a sense to talk about it. Yeah, guys, I see some people are dropping off the stream. So while 106 of you are still here, I want to tell you something. So Laura contacted me and she said, Rick, do you really want this flag to not be put on the raffle again? And I said, okay, let's do it. So this awesome flag is going back to the raffle, guys. Price for the ticket is the same, $10.
Came back.
And instead of me, you see the flag because it went back on the raffle. This one.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yep. I love it. That's good. I love your Sunday streams, Rick. Thank you. What about Wednesday streams? Well, I like Wednesday streams too because they are more chilling and relaxing, and I don't have to work on the spreadsheet, listing your names into the raffle list, because last time it was 217 tickets bought. That was a lot of work, and yeah, I anyway am very grateful to you for that. By the way, there's $100 from Energy Freedom. Yeah, thank you very much, Energy.
Nice.
This donation will go to Equipment for Matvi fund that you see here. The progress bar is down there. It's on 42%. That's the answer to the question of universe and everything else. I forgot the official name of it. Do you guys remember what 42 is? Yewleea, do you remember?
42? What 42?
42, it's from
Meaning of life.
Hitchhiking.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes, Hitchhikers. I forgot the English word name for it. Can you please repeat it, Mike?
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You can call me Mike.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy.
Yes,
He says
Hitchhiker's
you can
Guide.
call him Mike, but his name is Nick.
Nick, damn it, Mikola. But
Yeah.
when you said Nick,
Nikolai.
when you said Nick, I heard Mike. That's a problem with my hearing, guys. That's
Fine. That's not a problem.
Excuses. Excuses.
You
Okay,
can
no
call me whatever you like.
Ooh. Spicy.
the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Yes, it's 42.
42.
I loved
Didn't know
that book. Yeah, there's a
Everyone knows
book and there's a movie, but of course, movie is worse than a book. So, Yewleea, if you will have time to read that book, it's very,
Actually, you probably like the book.
yeah, it's very ironic. It's classics.
I'm trying to read a weird book right now, so like I just ordered it, but it's actually, I normally wouldn't read anything like that, but it's a book by Emily Ratajkowski called like My Body or something like that, and it's about like objectification of women in the industry, and and like misogyny and stuff. And apparently, it's a really good book. So while I absolutely do not care about Emily Ratajkowski and anything that she does, this book seems very interesting.
Mhm.
So I will put the other one on my list.
Freedom Energy, please tell me if you would like 10 tickets for the raffle with these $100 that you've sent today, guys. I think it's going to be fair that Amonsky, also, if you're still there in the chat, that you will have tickets as I announced it on this stream. You will start buying the tickets on this stream. What do you think? Okay. What else? We had 20 coffees. This one goes to the full-time rolling fund. Yes. Book, film. Yeah, there's no such command there in the chat. Okay. I wanted to share also something else. Yewleea sent me the dog videos. Yes, let me show them.
Everyone loves doggy videos.
Even the super cat persons.
Everyone likes doggy videos.
Everyone loves dog videos. Okay, let's watch some.
I'm not a super cat person, but I like cat videos because cats are cute.
Cats are definitely cute, but dogs are too. Okay, Yewleea, where's your... Here it is. I just closed the app. Sorry. That why. That is why I was confused. Sorry. Getting a bit tired. I think I need to get some water. Wow, nice. Are those... did those kids give the permission for recording and publishing of those videos?
Yes. I didn't record them. Like, they're not kids.
No, I
They're
don't.
adults.
From the preview, it seems like they're under 18. Sorry.
No, they're not.
They look very young.
No.
Sorry, Yewleea, I'm just messing around. But it really seemed that they're super young. Maybe it's just because...
I would like to see you at 20 and see how old you look like. I feel like you had a baby face and you look...
Yeah, exactly. I still have a baby face.
So mean. Just because he's a skinny, tall kid.
Tall? Me?
No. Obviously not you. I'm kidding.
I'm not tall.
The video is a skinny, tall kid doesn't mean he's 14.
Sure.
Why are you?
Rick,
What?
are you sure?
Am I sure about what?
Are you short? He's saying.
Short. Well, no, I think I'm middle. Like
Are you sure?
1 meter 75 centimeters is my how do you call it?
Like 5'8".
Normal then.
Yeah, just normal. Not short, not
Rick,
tall.
can I send you a video that explains why it's so hard to understand this man sometimes? He thinks he doesn't say. I was like, dude, English people shorten everything. And I was like, you say what? And he's like, I don't do that. And then he says, he's like, what? And I'm like, really? Wait, I'm going to send you a freaking video. It describes, it's on Instagram, but like, I feel like because you probably have a lot of English people in your audience that are going to find this really funny. But I'm going to send you a link to a video that I hope you will play right now because it's actually just so
No, wait, I'm playing the video of the dog.
fine.
Priorities.
Give dogs take priority.
Yes, here's the second one.
Нет, ты поднимай, хай вона поскаче. Не, ну не так низько підніми, вище.
That's,
Так, щоб вона не доставала.
Some pit bull now.
She's not a pit bull.
She's jumping. I know. I mean, like jumping high.
Yeah, she's a jumper.
She's a jumper.
Там все. О!
Nice one.
Yeah, she's so happy.
And the owners are happy with their dog. So cool. Thank you, Yewleea, for finding them.
Yeah, I'm so happy that they're happy.
Puppers, 5 cats.
Ooh.
So, energy freedom. Rick, you're making me laugh. What about the tickets? Let me know. Even black sheep, like Ukrainian cats? No. I would like you to sell them. What do you mean? Sell the tickets? Or what? To someone else? For how much? For $100?
Resale of Rick tickets is a new level.
Yeah. Okay, and Amonsky, are you still there in the chat? Let me know. Amonsky usually says no raffle tickets, please. So yeah, I think for Amonsky there are no tickets. But anyway, we had some fun, guys. What, Yewleea, you've been sending something else to me?
I sent you a video on Instagram that you can play that's so funny about British people. English people, not British people, English people in particular.
Let me open it in the proper browser now then. Proper browser.
I promise you it's gonna be funny. Take a promise.
Okay, where's there's again no browser there. Oh, maybe a new source. Okay, add source. Explores. Which one? Let me actually change. Sorry, guys. I like to do what? To think out loud. Yes, that's what I like to do.
I have 8 cats, 6 of them are siblings. Oh, wow. Say bottle of water. Bottle of water. A bottle of water.
Bottle? Bottle?
But it depends on your accent, because some people will say a bottle of water,
Yeah,
and that's like, you know.
they are different. Definitely. The accents, there are many of them. Many British accents, I
But
mean.
that one, the one that I sent you, it's just so good. It's so good. Bruv.
I actually like British accent. It sounds
And
interesting.
well, English, there is no British accent because Britain is Scotland,
know,
Northern
know.
Ireland, Wales, and England. So it's an English accent. But this one
English.
is so good.
Okay, let's watch the video.
Guys, we're going to do another English language today because I know a few of you asked for another couple of sessions. Yeah? Isn't it hot? Yeah? Isn't it hot? Yeah? Summer comes round in the UK. Isn't it hot? Yeah? Isn't it hot? Got it? Do you have to? Yeah? Jafta? Yeah? Mrs. is cutting her toenails on the sofa. Do you have to do that? Yeah? Do you have to? Got it? Do you remember? Yeah? Do you remember? Yeah? Meet up an old pal. Oh, do you remember when you shit yourself? Oh yeah. Do you remember that? Got it? Write them down, remember them. See you later. Right guys, we're gonna...
Nice. That's a really funny one.
I freaking love it so much. I love that at the top of this cardboard it says English language. Like,
Jafta? Do you remember?
Jafta.
The hot one is really funny.
In it.
Eh?
You know what's like super funny? So in one of his other videos, because obviously I binged watched like all 12 of them, and one of it like the cardboard said should have done that, and it's like should have is not right. It should have. Like this is like my pet peeve when people write should have, because like that's not a thing. It doesn't mean anything. It's should have. But because British people say should have like that, should have, like they write should off. So he already wrote it wrong and then went even wronger. on that.
Wronger.
Not a word, but still, it was just so funny because I was like, so English of you.
Oh, okay. That was.
Anyways, I hope you guys had fun.
We had fun. Everyone in the chat are laughing. This language dialect called smog. Smog.
I asked for water on the flight to UK. The steward replied, "Oh, you mean water?" You know what's actually funny? When I lived in the UK, like I used to go to this like school in the summer, and it was in Broadstairs. It's like well, not near Dover. I guess like the closest two city are Margate and Ramsgate, but like it's not far from Dover. And it was like a very non-touristy town at that time, and I don't think there were many Americans there. And I was standing in like a line at the sandwich shop, and there was like an American behind me, and he was ordering, and I think the dude at the register who was like 18 or something was just like trying to fuck with him. But like, anyways, the American was like, "And can I have tomatoes on it?" And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "Tomatoes." And he was like, "Sorry." And like the guy was like, "Tomatoes." And I was like, "Tomatoes." He wants tomatoes. It's just like getting so annoying.
That was rude.
I was like 12, and it was a small town where no one would go there. Like it was, it was like a vacation town for like English people, but it wasn't necessarily something where like anyone else would really travel to. Tomatoes. He wants tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
He would like some tomatoes in his sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you like
I'm
tomatoes?
gonna. What?
Do you like tomatoes, Rick?
Oh, I like tomatoes so much.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some water. Okay.
Water.
Yeah.
Water.
Water.
You would like some water.
Okay, just gonna get back in a minute.
All right, fine.
Yeah, my neck hurts when I move my head. Oh fuck.
What? What was that? Hi guys, it's just you and me. So, like, what do we think of Rick? We have the time to gossip about him. Tell me all of your Rick pet peeves. I promise I won't tell him. Potatoes. Potatoes. Do you remember? You say tornado and I say, oh, you say tomato and I say why.
Ombak lads.
His haircut is based. Rick is cool AF in it. Channel got taken over.
In what? In it. In what?
In it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Oh my gosh. Nick literally says in it, unironically, like every third word.
In it?
Yeah. I'll say something and he's like, in it. I'm just like, can you please?
Yeah, I usually mix Irish, English, Scottish. No, Scottish is not that. Scottish. Scottish must be like pronounced like that, right? Or no? Or am I mistaken? Nah, hey, it's not that good. I need to listen to some Scottish man for some time before I really start getting the accent because, nah, I got driven away somewhere. Anyway.
You sound a bit like a Vladimir from Russia, but
Well, I know.
Aluminium, okay. Aluminum, yes.
Aluminium. Okay, stop it, Rick. Why not? Please put up another picture generated by AI of Rick wearing rollers in his hair. It wasn't me. It was some random generated dude. Okay. Anyway.
I just found out that, like, okay, so since we're talking about accents, did you know that, like, there is a whole separate kink category where Irish people just read porn? Like, they read, like,
Wow.
you know, like sexual stories, and like it's a
No.
kink category. And people pay lots of money to listen to people with an Irish accent read porn.
Wow. That's...
I mean, like, so guys, if any of you are Irish in here and you want to make some extra money, I'm telling you.
I can actually try to learn Irish. Oh, is it Irish? Not Scottish, right?
Irish accent,
Irish
but
accent.
if you wanted to learn Irish, you would have to learn Gaelic, and I would tell you that that shit is difficult.
Nah, I'm just joking.
I know someone who speaks Gaelic fluently, and like, it is difficult. Link, please. 13, yeah, they do say so. Like, I actually have a friend, so the person that is going to be getting the drone that we just fundraised for, so instead of saying 3 and tree, he says tree and tree. And I constantly like used to call him out on it, and he's like, no, there is a difference. And he keeps going tree and tree, and I'm like, dude, can you please, like, I used to literally randomly just message him and be like, can you please say thrust and trust? And he's like, trust and trust. Like, how do you not hear that you're saying it the same way? 2000. There is a difference. And I'm like, yes, there should be, but there isn't when you say it. It's tree and tree.
Tree.
Mm-hmm. And also, you know what completely, absolutely killed me at some point? He sent me a voice message because he was like listening. So he was in a military vehicle and there is no like aux cord or Bluetooth, right? So he was listening to the radio and it was like Rihanna Unfaithful, which is like stuff that came out when I was in middle school. And I was like, dude, what are you listening to? And he responds and says that there is no Bluetooth. Bluetooth. And I can't get over it. I cannot get over it. I was like, I think this is the cutest thing thing I have ever heard in my entire life, and now every time there is like Bluetooth needs to be connected to something in my hand that's Bluetooth
Bluetooth.
in my head, and I like cannot. I can't forget about it.
That's funny.
Tell him thanks. I do tell him thanks.
Which kind of accent is that? What a
Irish.
Bluetooth. Irish. Okay, got it. There's actually a message from Prometheus in the chat. Розкажи про зв'язок ірландців та білорусів. Я про картоплю. Я не знаю того зв'язку. Юлія, ти знаєш, може?
No, it's just that Belarus is potato land and Ireland is potato land.
Ah, Ireland is also potato land. I didn't know that. Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Is it in Irish? Mine is it Scottish. Yes. Okay, whatever.
Jenny is just reacting to Bluetooth. Yes, Bluetooth. It just sounds so funny because it sounds like a baby saying Bluetooth, but like I really like it. It's adorable.
It's adorable indeed.
It is.
Okay, let me show you some Sakura that I was. Have you visited Hrishka Botany Garden, Yewleea?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta visit it. It's blossoming there.
I want to.
Yeah, you gotta do it. Okay, let me show this to you. Here it is. Here are the blossoming Sakura trees. Or maybe Sakura. Should I pronounce it like that? If we're playing accents. And also there was a moon that looked like this. And here it is. I bet you also think it's beautiful. Because I do. Oh, I forgot to send you beacons to the chat. Let me do it now.
No, for my fundraiser.
More energy, and I could have done so
For
much
the
more.
raffle for this sweatshirt.
For the raffle for the sweatshirt, yes. But I'm currently checking the wrong website. Beautiful.
It's
Because
beacon. It's beacons.ai/Yewleea.
Beacons.ai, yes.
Forward
Anyway, clicking the link is much easier than typing it, right? So here's the link for you guys. And let me also add.
Or that one.
Let me also add it to the description of the stream. I'm trying my best to be
Also,
fast.
KP here says, "Hey Americans, condominium and aluminum." Okay, no one says condominium or like condominium. It's condominium, but we just say condo. And then yes, I get it, aluminium versus aluminum, but like you say aubergine. You say aubergine. Like I'm sorry.
What's aubergine?
An eggplant. Fucking eggplant. A purple vegetable? That's an aubergine.
It's what it's called.
No, it isn't. It's an eggplant. Like an eggplant emoji? They can call it an aubergine emoji. An aubergine emoji.
It is an aubergine emoji.
Guys, it is
Eggplant emoji.
it is in the description now. You can check it out, update the page, and you will see Yewlea's link in the description.
Thank you. But
In the
I'm like,
description, it says Yewlea's Fundraiser, and
thank you so much for posting that.
the
But I'm
biggest
just like
link.
traumatized by the fact, you know, like the purple emoji that people very often use to like identify men's sexual reproductive objects in like a fun, cute little emoji way. Do you literally like you call that an aubergine? Like I'm sorry, like you call that an aubergine, not an eggplant. Just like you know, for slang, like it's an aubergine for you English people. I'm not okay with that.
Let me Google aubergine. What the hell is that?
Don't.
Yeah, that's a baklajan.
Yes.
Yes, got it. Well, yeah. It's not cute at all.
But like, right, like you understand that, like when probably like mostly girls when we like DM each other after dates or like about guys we were dating, right? Like we send eggplant emojis, right? And so like eggplant is like a double entendre. It could mean like a literal vegetable or something else, right? Like, do you like literally ask people what's the size of the aubergine? Like, serious? Like that like, you can't deal with it. Like that sounds so ludicrous. Sorry. I'm dying.
Yeah, I can do it too. We can all become Putins and start doing.
Sorry. I'm just like, I can't. I need some water.
But that's okay. That happens to the best of us.
Can you get my kombucha please right there? I just like really need it at the moment.
Okay, so I wanted to show you something. Oh, guys, I wanted to remind you about our ongoing fundraiser for the NATO truck, and that it is stuck, and I need your help with that, guys. If you have the means to donate to this one, it is in here. It's with a pineapple patch these days. I mean, this time, 6,719 euros out of 18,000 euros. So still 63% to go. That's a big one. And I actually need to make a video, guys. So many things I need to do, but due to that burnout I've been talking about in the beginning of the stream, I also cannot just force myself to make a video about this fundraiser being stuck and ask, for example, Jake Bro to share that video in his feed if he's gonna go for that. Maybe he's not, but this one is also for Lila Trohimets, not just for me and for the 3rd Assault Brigade, but the support of Visiting the Wounded organization. So what they are doing, they're actually visiting the wounded soldiers, Ukrainian soldiers. I have a few videos. Let me show some of them to you. Though I'm not sure it is in here. I mean, on this phone. Maybe I had it somewhere else. Just a second.
You can't make
Yeah,
fun
it's actually here.
of things they can't change.
On this phone.
Oh, can you?
Where Lila is hugging soldiers. Nice.
Ukrainians call this okay? And the Ukrainians
I'm not the masters of the English language.
you wear your zucchinis. Sorry.
Zucchinis?
I
Kavachki?
Yes, I just found out that a zucchini in English, like their English,
English.
a courgette.
Proper English.
A courgette.
A courgette. Wow. Courgettes are baby marrows. What are the marrows?
I'm sorry. I literally like a courgette is a baby corgi. Like, okay, like that's a courgette. Baby corgi. It's not a zucchini. Like, what's wrong with you people?
Yes, Cheryl, it's a pineapple, and pineapple is a symbol of visiting the wounded. This is why it is on the patch. So, guys, if you know some friends that are looking where to donate, please head them to this fundraiser, because it's been going almost for a month now, and that's the slowest one of them. Of course, I was lucky to get to the shows of Starsky before. Like, we also had a few fundraisers stuck, and getting to his show is like 1,000 people watching you simultaneously, and even if 1% of them will go and donate, you will get that fundraiser closed in a few days. So that's a big help, but right now Starsky is not streaming because he doesn't have a good connection. So of course I can go to someone else's stream. Whose stream can I go to? Anyway, don't really have powers for that lately. Sorry for whining again, but I want to tell you the reality. Right now, it is this. So But I want to show you the videos from the hospital. Give me a second. Yes. Ready. Helena with the Loki. That's the name of the cat. They are also somehow in those recent messages. Yeah. And here's the video. So yeah, they're coming to the hospitals and gifting fruits to soldiers, hugs, and some, well, what else? Cupcakes, attention, company. They do that every week with the group that is growing. And Roman was there that day also. It was like, I said, but I keep filming. Said, okay, I'm just translating from Ukrainian, guys. I was whispering there. We were all whispering because on one of the hospital beds there was a soldier just from the reanimation after the surgery, and he was he needed calm and silence, and he looked like really like he was pulled out of the, how do you call it, pulled out of the death clothes or something like that. Yewleea?
Pulled away from death's claws.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe you have a phrase for that in English.
Yeah.
Dragged from the claws of death.
Yeah, dragged from the claws of death.
Dragged from the claws of death. Yeah.
Like, I'm so bad with these euphemisms because, like, I don't know, there's so many of them.
Oh, by the way. Love that. That's cool. Thank you, guys. So please, let's close this fundraiser. Of course, not by the end of the April anymore, but maybe by the middle of May would be fantastic. Because our previous fundraiser with Roman Trohimets, we closed it in just 2.5 weeks. So that was a crazy speed. But anyway.
Pulled from the clutches of death.
Yes.
Clutches. Beep. That was loud. People are already complaining in the chat. No, we have a delay. They're not. I'm just fooling around. There's also a Ukrainian orphanage. There are so many variations of euphemisms. Yes, exactly. I'm trying to get a bunch of kids in the USA to make get well cards for Ukrainian soldiers. I'll give them out when I visit the guys with Lila. Oh, that's so cool. By the way, RF, you're going to be in the end of summer in here. Don't forget that Aziza's painting is waiting for you. One of them here. And we have the documents, by the way. You just need to grab it. And I'm finally going to meet you this summer. That's cool. Okay. Are you in contact with Lila already, or you need?
We did exchange information, so I did.
No, I asked Rachel. Sorry. Sorry, Yewleea. But yes, you keep telling us that. No, it's too late now. You know that phrase, unfortunately it's in Russian, but it was I was told that a lot when I was a kid. А всё уже. А все вже. It's like it's too late now. You know, one of those passive aggressive phrases.
Yeah, I get it.
It was like
Too late.
meow. That yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Yewleea, what else do you have on your mind? Because we still have an hour of streaming, and I could go and fool around forever, but maybe you wanted to discuss something important, maybe concerning the war or the news.
Well,
Anything.
I mean, to be fair, it's hard for me to like come up with something right now because I think the most important thing that happened is the Senate passed the bill, the aid
Mhm.
bill. So now the aid is going to be in Ukraine in under a week. There is almost all of the aid that has been requested and that has been assigned in this package is already ready to go in warehouses in Poland and Germany. And that news had it broke, so like it's not a secret anymore and hasn't been for a little while. It's not going to change like the situation at the front drastically. Also, the thing is like, so I know some stuff that I've been told that is like I'm not 100% sure on, but based on like the things that I've been seeing Ukrainian military doing, I'm like pretty certain that that's what they're going to attempt. And like it's very hard for me right now to like analyze and talk about the war because I feel like if I do, I'm going to give off or give out stuff that shouldn't be public. And like because we've talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we've talked about it this weekend.
Yeah.
After the protest. So like the more I find out about it, the more like I know that that's actually that it looks like that's what it's shaping up to be. And I feel like I have such a like hard time talking about like warfare right now because no matter what I read, I just connect it to what I know and then I'm like
Yeah. I understand, but we gotta move on to some other topic. Never gonna let you down. Silver Earth bought 50 coffees for the NATO truck. Thank you very much, Silver Earth. So, yeah, that's gonna be withdrawn on when? Oh, only next Wednesday now.
Why don't we talk about the British aid package? We have a real life man from the land of Ing
Not real life.
over here, and we can ask him any questions about the land of Ing. This is what I've been calling England with my
Ing.
aunt recently as a joke because Ing land, the land of Ing. So
That's funny.
yeah, see, it's funny. It is funny. Just because you don't find it funny doesn't mean it's not funny. Anyways, why don't we ask him some questions about? Actually, you know what I do want to know? I want to know like if the English societies in the past 2 years, like, do you think that like that the support of the society has increased or decreased, and whether like Boris Johnson leaving and Rishi Sunak coming in changed anything?
Oh. So what I would say about British society and how like their attitude. Sorry. What I would say about British society and their attitude and how it changed over the past 2 years. I don't think Boris or Rishi had anything to do with it. I think inherently in British society we have like a deep-rooted feeling that we need to do the right thing in the world, if that makes sense. Like it's sort of in our blood.
Does it stem from your like former imperialism?
It stems from trying to redeem ourselves from our
Yeah, I guess so. Well, you guys are doing a great job. I wanted to ask you if you know that, if you have a really powerful military or dismantled just like the German one.
So we have a vastly depleted military compared to like decades ago. But at the same time, it's what are you doing?
I'm trying to make you more visible. I'm putting light on you. Okay, go ahead.
vastly reduced the amount of soldiers. They vastly reduced the amount of tanks and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I think they increased the cyber aspect. They spent a lot on the nuclear warheads and maintaining them, the nuclear submarines. But also, you know, they reduced the amount of soldiers, but we still have a lot of soldiers. So, you know, if it comes down to it, we could go to war with Russia.
Well, I was asking this to actually figure out if your country could help us more, or you actually don't have more to give, like some maybe new technologies that
Well, you know,
US is scared to give.
Yeah, I mean, people say that they're scared to give weaponry because they're afraid of not having their own weaponry.
Yeah.
Right.
But
they shouldn't be scared of giving their weaponry away, because who is going to use it? Are you going to use it, or do you want someone else to use it?
Yeah. It's like, but you see, it's the moment when each country can give it to us right now, and we're going to use it, so they won't have to use it in the future. And many countries don't understand the probability of that. Russia actually starts war in the next 2 or 3 years with them is almost zero. But if it keeps going like this, and if I don't believe in that, but there's always a chance that Ukraine will lose this war, so then those countries won't will need weapons for themselves, but they can actually prevent that by sending more weapons.
Yeah, everything that everyone's afraid of can be prevented by sending Ukraine weapons.
Yeah. Well, Yewleea, you want to add something?
No, I mean, like, that's what I was kind of saying, right? Like, so I actually really encourage when the interview comes out on the gays, like, I really do encourage you to watch it, because it was supposed to, like, genuinely be an interview of how I'm finding Ukraine after,
Thank you,
like,
Nick, by the way. Sorry.
yeah, thank you, Nick. After like 13 years abroad and stuff like that, but it did have a little bit of that. I do talk quite a bit about the differences between Ukraine and the US and sort of things that surprise me, but I mostly like focus, as I try to do in all of my interviews and in all of my, like, you know, online appearances, talk about like Russia and Ukraine and what Russia has been doing to Ukraine and how all of this like came to be, sort of. And a lot of it focuses on sort of how like the world misunderstands what Russia posed, like what kind of threat Russia poses. Because I think that the world, like a lot of people think that like, oh, it's just like a Ukraine problem, it's a local conflict. Of course, it's like kind of scary because it can come to Europe. But like what people don't understand is like it's not even about like Europe. It's not even about Russia coming to Europe, right? Because like Russia has already come to Europe. Like Russian Russian philology and like Russian cultural studies departments in universities are a Russian propaganda machine. Like Russian cultural houses are a Russian propaganda machine. Russian journalists are being sent to different countries and paid by the Russian government to spread propaganda. Russian bot farms are influencing your elections. Like leaders in a lot of countries have been sponsored by Russia. Like there is a literal CIA investigation about how a bunch of candidates all over Europe have received like tons of Russian money to run with their campaigns. It's wild. It's wild to me that the world keeps thinking that like Russia is a Ukraine problem. Like Russia is literally Russia is influencing your elections. Russia is electing your politicians for you. It is not a Ukraine problem. It is a world problem.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I Thank you for the rant. And I also want to say that where are the countermeasures? Who is really stopping Russian propagandists on getting somewhere? I
You and
mean, there were some channels blocked in Europe, some Russian channels, but all of them? No, I don't think so. I think there are still ways to spread their propaganda. And you actually need to put billions of dollars to counter that. So who's willing to pay those billions of dollars to countermeasure the billions of dollars that Russia is putting in? It is a world problem, yeah. This isn't being talked enough about. Russian influence is all over the place. That's so very true, says XY. Exactly, XY. Benzo Baby, hello, by the way. Elvin Archer, hi. Elizabeth Ridaholm, guys, don't forget to like the stream. And also, for those who just joined the stream, I have a good news for you. We are putting back on the raffle. Yewleea, can you please?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I've like quit my thing and it doesn't do it.
Guys, so this
Oh my god.
this flag is being put back on the raffle, the beautiful one with a cat on the photo. Well, here's the dog or the wolf. But anyway, it is signed by the brigade commander. Brigade is called the Plain Predators. I'm gonna hang it in here for a bit. I'm willing, just not able, says Holy Oblation. What are you talking about, Holy Oblation? Most awesome flag. Yeah, it's amazing. So, Freedom Energy. I missed your answer there. Do you want 10 tickets for the flag with your $100? And who else is there? No one else. Amonsky, if you're there, that's also you. Yes, you're $30 for 3 tickets. Preach it, Yewleea. Annie Wilk screamed it. I mean, screamed preach. By the way, Silver Earth sent 20 more coffees also for the NAFO truck. Thank you so much. I forgot to sing along. No, I actually didn't want to interrupt Nick there. So, I'm gonna run around and desert you. That's
Pick you up. Oh my god! I like turned it off!
Oh, you're screaming right into the mic. That was super loud. It is surprising that the Pritula Fund bought more than 100 units of armored tracked vehicles from British warehouses of private companies. This is about as much as the British government gave. Well, and Greg Terry's buying snatches from some private companies too. Okay, Frank V sent $100. Put it where you want. Thank you, Frank. This is gonna go for the fund of Matvey's equipment. This is 12 Mavic batteries, charging station, the big one, for 52,000 hryvnias, and a, how do you call that? Semi-trailer, the thing that you attach to your car to put some stuff in it. Yewleea?
I do need to go soon because Nova Poshta closes at 9 and I just ordered food because I'm really hungry and I need to go to Nova Poshta because I've been waiting for a package that seems to have arrived and I am an impulsive person, so with my
High five, I am too.
if I
Oh,
yeah,
I'm not.
if I don't get it today, I'm sure you didn't high five me, but high five. If I don't get it today, I'm gonna up until Nova Poshta opens tomorrow, it's going to be in my head, and I'm going to be obsessively thinking about it.
Oh, by the way, Frank V, if you're still there in the chat, tell me if you want 10 tickets for the flag raffle for this beautiful flag.
Awesome.
What? What is awesome?
Frank is
awesome.
Frank is awesome. Yeah, definitely.
Frank is awesome.
Frank. Oh, by the way, Yewleea, I wanted to tell you a story. Do you still have 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I had a chance to roast some so-called good Russian. Well, not the one in the black bag, but the one that is working on Dorscht. Live, yes. It was me and Starsky on Frankie and Coon's stream this Monday. So Frankie invited, how do you call it? Zamaniv. Lured him to the stream. And we started giving him some very tough questions. I recommend you to watch that. Of course, giving them platform is not a good idea. Like, we better not invite them to the show, but Frankie and Coon did it just 2 days before the show, and I won't say I really tried to convince them not to invite that guy, but a PC or now, please tell me if it is.
No, 1 second.
Oh, you can actually check it there. Yeah.
Yeah, but my thing goes with a delay, so I don't know.
Mine too. It's always like that. But let's see. Green screen, reloading. Just sound. Oh, that shit again.
Yeah.
Green screen sound. Oh, that shit again.
Yeah.
Green screen and sound.
Well,
for that I need not to restart my PC, but that was great stream. Pity you weren't allowed to go to town on him. It would have been awesome. Rest in peace, the video. Stental, SOD, oh, it dropped out again, so damn it. Need to restart the PC. Will you wait for 3 minutes, Yewleea, to reconnect?
Sure.
Awesome. How hungry you are.
Very.
Very.
Very hungry.
Frank V said, yes, I can 10 tickets. Awesome. You'll get 10 tickets. Sorry, guys. I'm going to restart the stream. Stay here on this link. I'm going to get back in 2 or 3 minutes maximum. So, ending it now, but it won't end for you. The link is going to be working. Yewleea, and please reconnect to me. And I'm very bright, and the camera is not adjusting for some reason. Camera, come on, adjust. Okay, it adjusted. Awesome. 22 left. 22 people left. Let's hope some of them will get back. Calling all Ricks. Come in, Rick. Here. ++. Awesome. So you have the picture back. Graham. Thank you. We can see you. No sound. Wow. That's perfect. Why no sound?
I don't know, but I think I gotta run.
Yeah, you gotta run, definitely.
Well, thank you for having me, as always. I really enjoy hanging out here and talking about things. I wish I could provide a little more military stuff, but I feel like I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot if I do. So.
Well, that's totally okay if you didn't provide any, but it was a pleasure to have you here, as well as Nick. Nick, nice to talk to you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to talk to you.
You don't say that, right? Nice to talk to you.
No, it's normal. I'm just being mean to him because he's being mean to me. That's the normal thing.
Okay, got it. So you're just like 10 years in marriage, right?
No.
I mean, it's the same behavior to each other, like when you're.
No. See, I feel like if I'm gonna be 10 years into marriage, I don't want that behavior.
She wants to be with someone who makes her smile instead.
Yeah.
Well,
or like not want to murder them like every 5 seconds because
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that, guys. Even if they make you smile in the beginning.
I don't know, Ricky Rick.
Oh.
Are you trying to tell us something about your marriage?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to have fun. Don't worry. I mean, there's always that thing as how do you call it? Domestic stuff, you know? And people are really tend to annoy each other with that domestic stuff.
Did you hear what he said?
No.
You said that domestic stuff and he goes violence.
Yes, domestic violence. I mean, domestic stuff usually ends as domestic violence.
Does it usually?
Okay, let's end this stream as quickly as
I think it's
possible.
time for us to go before we find out a little more about you, Rick.
Oh, guys. Thank you, Yulia. Thank you, Nick. See you soon. See you on Sunday at least,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Okay. Bye, guys. Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Yeah, guys. Let's have some controversial humor here too. How long have I been married? We've been married for 5 years, but we lived together for 10 years. So we're practically like 10 years in the marriage. No, we love each other and we actually make each other smile. But that domestic stuff where I am being a typical man and not really cleaning enough, like often enough, and doing some small things, you know, that are not. I'm 33. That are not really good. Well, those ugly, dirty men. So that annoys, and I understand why. But sometimes I just don't have powers to clean more or to do some home stuff. There's so much work. So yeah, but that's totally normal, and I'm just kidding when I'm saying that 10 years into the marriage you want to kill each other. But there's some truth to that when you talk about that domestic stuff. Happy wife, happy life, just saying. Must be doing something right. Damn, I never would have guessed 33. I would have said 28. Well, if I get closer, you can see that here under my eyes. I wonder if my camera is capable of showing that. No, it's not enough light. Oh, you can see it now. That here under my eyes, you see that I'm not. Maybe they are just mimical. How do you call these things in your skin? Anyway, you can see a gray hair. Here you can see it, right? Yeah. But some young people also have gray hair, so it's not also showing that I'm not 28. You can have gray hair and 28, and I actually had gray hair when I was 28. Rick, 37 years with my partner, and we are still in love. Wow, guys, you're amazing. Just Jimmy said that. I should not do that, said Tune. Lol, photo shoot 11. What? I don't know what you're talking about. It's in the details. How do I look now? Crow's feet. Oh, crow's feet. You see, you call these crow's feet, right? Got it. I'm 35 and I've had gray hairs for ages now. Bless you both. May you have many more years. Thank you very much. I hope we'll survive this war. Because we actually had our lives fucked up since 2014 because our lives were taken from us by Russians. Mr. Kaplan, thank you for 10 gifted memberships. And we actually had to start live from scratch 3 times during the last 10 years, and it's always not good. It's always hard. But it makes our bond stronger with my wife. I mean, we actually, I think, more united and more value in each other more. Maybe that. You up, never gonna let you down. Please add Freddie Homley to the spreadsheet. Awesome, thank you for the flag. So we already have tickets being bought for the flag. That's amazing. Thank you guys for buying them. Oh, energy. Anyone noticed if Energy Freedom also said that they want 10 tickets? So the name is Fred Thornberry. Please add Fred to the spreadsheet for the flag raffle. Awesome. I will do so. So we lost half of the people watching because of the technical difficulties. I fucking hate that. I think it's the problem with the memory on my PC. I'm getting low on that, but it should not affect. I actually don't know why, but I'll try to get more memory, though it's memory of my hard drive. I need to reinstall the Windows, really, because it's been with me like 5 to, hey, more than that. Yeah, probably for 4 or 5 years. I really need to clean the system. You were talking about the Russian guy on the live stream. Yes, I was, and I want to... Let's maybe watch that, guys. What do you think? Because I enjoyed that a lot. Rick, if you and your lady can get through the war, you can go through anything together. And... what is that? Thank you for 5 gifted memberships, Benzo Baby, by the way. Thank you very much. Sally Lou says, okay, cool. I had a call and then someone at my door, and I just ended up being away longer than I wanted to. Just hope I can hear the beginning later. Will be cool. Need an SSD, not hard drives. I have 2 SSDs, but also 1 hard drive. And to get rid of hard drive being attached to my system, I really need to reinstall the Windows. So I know what to do. I just don't have time for that. You see, guys, I'm telling you about that I'm burning out and don't have time for to do everything. And now this. Fuck. So, yeah, guys, I think I haven't shared everything. So I've sent for the last 2 months, probably maybe 3, I've sent about 50 packages to rollers, maybe even 60. Sending around 8 of them every week. And I am just not what I wanted to say, that some people might be actually wonder. I will get back with to you with that later. But anyway, I want to really maybe not finish with that, but at least contact every roller and send you the packages that I owe you with the patches. Some of you received them, some of you are getting them in the few next weeks, but it's like the something that I should do, and I don't want to get to the new tasks like the dubbing before I finish that. So this is my focus, but constantly doing this, it's becoming a routine, kind of routine, and it is, yeah, I need to probably make a pause for a week from this and not send the packages, and I know when I will do it. I will do it in the beginning of May. You need a vacation, says Silver Earth. But yeah, you're right. I need a vacation. But fuck, I am worried too much about my future because what now when I don't work, YouTube don't give me money, because not doing the streams means not getting the memberships and the super chats. So I will have only buy me a coffee, and for now, buy me a coffee is not enough for me to live as I lived. It only combined with the YouTube money, it's enough. But what? Yes, I need an assistant, but where do I pay money from to that assistant? So it's not like the volunteer. I want a volunteer to do that. No, it's too much for volunteer work. You need to extend your team. You're right. Also, I think, I mean, I have moderators, but I don't want to ask too much from moderators. They are my team. They do a lot already. And to do the job of assistant and of social media or an editor, I really need to someone who will take money for their work, because there's going to be too much work for a voluntarily work. Like, guys, ideally, I also need to pay my moderators in the future when I have like thousands of dollars of income. I could afford that, but for now, I cannot do that. When should we celebrate your birthday? Pick a date and we'll send you presents. Well, I have birthday on 12th of January, so you can, yeah, you should not pick a date. That's it. It is there. Another volunteer would probably like to help. A young run, uh, young gun. What is young gun? Because it's young gun. Volunteer work should be treated with respect. You cannot expect anything from volunteers like, I expect this and this from you. No, you're not paying the people. Only what they can offer and when they can offer. So, yeah, I would absolutely volunteer to do it, no problems at all. It is a big job, and in these times, we need get as much money to where it needs to be, says Benzo. Volunteer with what? Helping with what? Young person. Young gun. Rick, you have the same birthday as my son. Well, that's cool. You doxed yourself. Not that much. It's not a secret, actually. I've been telling this before, so don't worry about that. You guys know my birthday. You know my name. You still don't know where I live, and I tried to find it. Actually, I googled myself. I tried. I think I'm kind of fine. I'm not sure. Anything with getting package, etc. I won't be able to get there for a while yet. Got it. Rick, I am sorry for all your stress. Maybe an internship, like a learning experience to help someone get started. I just got your package with flag and patches. I'll post a picture in Discord. Thank you very much. Don't pick a date. He already has a birthday. Yeah. I did say I volunteered to write for you. But how do we organize that? I will need to work for that too, right? We need to communicate. I need to tell you something. It also takes time. You cannot write about me without me being involved, right, Lettercat? So I don't see how it is. It will help me to deal with the tasks I have right now. I look. You found me? How did you find me? Like where I live? Really? Well, you know my address. I know. But you know the postal address, not my address. That's the address of postal office. If my brother wasn't coming back so soon, I'd send him your way honestly, says Benzo Baby. What about the spreadsheets when live streaming? For that, someone would have to access my PayPal and my Buy Me a Coffee. I mean, I trust you guys, but should I really do that? That's a tricky one. Hey Rick, just dropped in while I'm on my lunch break. I'll have to watch the playback after work. Take care. Thank you, just me. And we're talking about burning out and feeling down lately. That's where I am right now. We'll have a conversation. Okay, we'll have a conversation. Before the problem with the stream, you started talking about the stream together with the Russian. What happened there? That's understandable, though, to be a little worried. No on that, says Cass. That'd be too much trust. No on that. Yeah, people are saying no on that, and I agree. I think the only person I could trust my PayPal or my Buy Me a Coffee is my wife, but she's not involved in all of this at all and doesn't want to be involved. So she's not going to be helping me with that. And I think, yeah, no, burnout is a big thing at the moment for us all, I think. Yeah. Thanks so much for the flag and all of those patches. It was a wonderful gift. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Sally. I'm happy that you guys are enjoying the packages I'm sending you. Some of you see that I really put some extra effort there, and this is why you can understand that that's also a big piece of work for me right now. And to send, right now I have 99 members. It was 101 2 days ago, but 2 people canceled their Buy Me a Coffee memberships. So 99 people, I've sent packages to around 100 people. Oh, sorry, no, 50 to 50 people, only to about 50% of the members. So there's halfway to go, and I will take a rest from that, and I hope you will understand me. In the beginning, first 2 weeks of May, I will, but next week I'll still be sending them. I think I will send around 8 of them. Please, guys, if you are a member on my Buy Me a Coffee, please check your messages there or your email, because I'm messaging those of you who are for a long time and you probably not checking the messages, and I'm not getting replies from half of you, at least half of you, I think. So yeah, please go check it out, guys. So yeah, so we gotta get back to the Russian and actually watch that conversation. Let's go, because I wanted to do that. So we need to find a stream of Frankie and Kuhn first. I'm waiting patiently for my package. Just Jimmy. Now, can you please tell me the name on Buy Me a Coffee? In Australia, you're what we would call a good egg, Rick. Frank and Kuhn sent their correspondent out in the field to do reports. A young person who is just getting started could do that for you. Good experience, just a thought. I agree. Just, I don't know where to look for those people, for those youngsters who need good experience with a small salary. Because I cannot provide a good salary right now. My boss made us self-address and stamp everyone in our phone book and send them coupons, says Silver Earth. Just Jimmy, please tell me your name. Is it the same on Buy Me a Coffee? Rick, I'm waiting for the painting of Where's My Friend. Ah, yeah, you're talking about that one. Are you also a member on Buy Me a Coffee? Because if you are, then I owe you a package too. And please contact me there. Send me your address. Guys, all of you who are members on Buy Me a Coffee, send me your address. Don't wait for a message from me. Send me your address either on Discord or an email or on my Buy Me a Coffee. You can also send messages there. So yeah, please do that. This will save me time of going through the list and messaging each of you who's the member. Okay. Oh, it's nearly 4 a.m. here, but this will be worth it. Only will be. It's still doesn't worth it. Rick, maybe someone leaving the school you went to, or maybe they have an idea. Maybe. Also hard to work on ideas lately because I'm exhausted. And I really don't want to burn out completely. I still need some powers. Holy Oblation, thank you very much for 10 gifted memberships. I appreciate that very much. Yeah. Guys, and thank you for all the likes. If you still haven't liked the stream, please do it. This will help with engagement. Also, comment after that. This will also help. Oh, by the way, guys, that's about time there should be a NATO handover event. But I asked them, and this month they will not be able to do it. They will be doing it in the, it's going to be 3rd or 5th of May. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, somewhere there. Okay, Rick, come on, start showing the video, the stream. The stream of the stream. No. Watch the stream on the stream. That's it. Okay, it is there. Awesome. Let me now put it in here and show it to you. Ranking Coon. It should be somewhere in here. Their page, I mean. Here it is. And here's the stream.
Responsibility for it.
Okay, let's begin with this because I was the first one asking him questions, I think. OW said, you work on the front or you work for the front. It's a simple truth. So even if you're not fighting here in Ukraine, you need to work for the front line and provide army with what they need. So yeah, I try to follow that rule. And about the statement, guys, I want to call everyone who still haven't voted to vote because it's 130 votes, and with 100 and almost 80 people watching, we can get more. So please don't forget to do that.
We've been, Russia history knows
It's a clear answer.
What about his friends, thugs like Patrushev or Shoigu? They can become his successor too.
Yes, it's possible. And Stalin, for example. And,
let me find it. Just
no probably question for me.
Ideas. Follow him. That would for sure be better. Asked by. Just give me a second. Need to pull it up. Yes. So it was asked by Andres Lach. Russia would for sure be better without Putin, but who would follow him? That might be even worse. Any suggestions, ideas?
I think it's a good question for you.
Yes, it's probably a question for me. Well, we don't know. The future is, of course, dark. Nobody knows what will happen after Putin. But my assumption would be that whoever comes after Putin, whatever it is,
Can't be worse.
It can't be worse. It can only be better, and it will be better. We've been, Russia history knows dictators and dictatorships falling down, and we've been there with Stalin, for example, and we all know that what succeeded Stalin was thaw, Khrushchev's thaw. And that's natural way of things. And of course, Putin's successor, whoever he will be in a very tough situation. It's, but the drive for the war will be lost because Putin is the main force pushing forward this, the only force pushing forward this war. But of course, there will be the heritage will be so dark that it will be very hard to deal with. But anyway, it will be. Nobody can say if the war will be over the next day, if the aggression, even if the war itself will be over by that time, it still will be a very dangerous time with Putin in the Kremlin. When he's gone, nobody knows what will happen next, but it will be easier, and that's when we will finally see the way out. That's how I would address that.
It's a clear answer.
What about his friends, thugs like Patrushev or Shoigu? They can become his successor too.
Yes, it's possible. And again, Khrushchev was one of main Stalin's aides, and he came from the same group, and he was from Stalin's Politburo, from Stalin's inner circle. And yet, we know that he came up with a softening the regime, and it changed completely. So whoever will come, even if it will be Patrushev, who we know as a hawk, for instance, or
I also think that the other countries will give them a way out, because they can always say it wasn't me, it was Putin. And
well, it will be quite hard for Patrushev to say that, or for Shoigu for sure. But anyway, any one of them, specifically, I would say even probably Patrushev, if it's him, which I doubt, will be.
You see, guys, I just wanted to comment here a bit. He is just coping. He's coping and hoping for the better future. Well, we cannot actually blame him in that, because it's about his country and survival of his people, who are our enemies. And he says that it can't be worse. It always can be worse. It always can be worse. And you really can get some worse ruler, because in Russia there are no presidents, there are rulers. You can always get a worse ruler than Putin, and it can always get better. He's talking about some historical reference here, that after Stalin there was Khrushchev. Guys, Khrushchev was, he talks about the thaw, which is I think like a softening in relations between US and USSR. But the thing is that it was still a Soviet Union. It still kept invading, it kept expanding and influencing. It kept being an empire with the same ambitions. So I don't think that's a very good answer. Gherkin could have been worse. Exactly, Cass. I agree with that. I guess the FSB would look for a fitting successor for Putin. The apparatus would find an alternative. Yeah, exactly. You're right. And I agree with you here, Andres. Okay, someone I think might be calling. What's that? I heard some. Okay, you know that noise when the phone is calling when you're in the headset. But no one called me now. Gorbachev was probably the least toxic, but he had no choice. Exactly, Rick. Yeah. Okay, let's keep listening. What difference does it make who leads the Russian Empire? The people are the same. He wants blood and chooses a dictator. Exactly. That's what they want. And this dude won't ever admit this, because he wants everyone to think that Russians don't want any of this, but they want all of it, and they're eager. And I will ask him that.
Very eager to stop the war if it will be continuing, or to just change the political course and to try to find the way out.
We still don't know what's in their heads, so only time will tell. But
it's not about heads. It's not about. It's about political solutions and interests and major forces.
What will be the best way out for them also?
Just a short remark. Whoever comes after Putin, what matters is that if Putin is out, and hopefully he's dead, it will be a huge demoralizing factor for Russians, because they put insane amount of resources into creating the cult of Putin. They put insane amount of resources into keeping him as a big chief Superman flying with storks. riding tigers, swimming with dolphins, I don't know. And if he dies, it will be like a death of, I don't know, Kim Jong-il in North Korea. It will be exactly like that. So whoever comes after him, worst scenario is a nuclear war and we're dead. So, you know, that's why we don't care much. We live next to Chernobyl for like 30 years, we don't care. But it will be a big, let's say, maybe not strategic, but a big not tactical, operational win for Ukraine.
We will talk. Yeah.
I have an example. We have an illustration of how actually Russians react to something happening, something big happening. We had a revolt by Prigozhin last summer, and we saw Russians deciding. We have an illustration of.
Win for Ukraine.
We will talk. Yeah.
Just a second. Just wanted to quickly reply to Frank V. Rick, where do you prefer membership? What do you get the most money from? I ask because I am not a member through Buy Me a Coffee. It's Buy Me a Coffee. Frank, on Buy Me a Coffee, not everyone can become. I think for some people it doesn't work for some reason, maybe because there's no PayPal there or something like that. But yeah, you can try it. If you Buy Me a Coffee gets 5%, and YouTube gets 70%. So, and also it is a way for me to diversify the income. If I get blocked on YouTube, I can still be still have some income from Buy Me a Coffee. So Buy Me a Coffee is preferable. And Starsky is based. I really love to hear him. And guys, this video, if you missed the stream, you gotta go and watch it because it was epic, especially Starsky.
I have an example. We have an illustration of how actually Russians react to something happening, something big happening. We had a revolt by Prigozhin last summer, and we saw Russians. The society, the nation, being actually quite silent about what was going on, and not stepping up to defend their leader. We didn't see that. So I seriously, I mean, of course, it will be a shock, but I can't even possibly imagine the kind of national mourning that you would expect from Northern Koreans, for example, or some. No, you would. I mean, officially, yes, and propaganda would play this out, but I don't see this. There is no love for Putin, and we saw that in Rostov when Prigozhin.
There is no love for Putin, really? Like, okay, let's keep listening.
Basically took Rostov, and we didn't see inhabitants of Rostov taking to the streets in order to fight those who actually want to go to Moscow and against the regime and against the Kremlin, and in the end against Putin. We didn't see them.
I agree with you. Plus, you know, mentality much better than me. But at the same time, what makes me concerned is that whatever Prigozhin comes to power next, he will say, "Okay, people, now I rule. Now you're in my control," and people will obey.
That's a different story, and that's again that's where my first point comes in, which I think is the case, that whoever steps in Putin's shoes will start looking for ways out.
We've been chatting now quite a while, and actually,
you see what he says. Anyone who will step into Putin's shoes will look for a way out. I don't agree with that, because Girkin, if he would step into Putin's shoes, he wouldn't get out. He'd try to get out because he's a fascist. He's a Nazi, and he could have been just continuing Putin's work, but better, because that dude is... I think that dude is more dangerous than Putin. I'm reading the chat while the dude is talking. This guy is beyond everything. Ballistic events. Hello and welcome. Methinks he doth protest too much. What do you mean? Wishful thinking? Russian opposition oftentimes too delusional. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, this guy, I even feel a bit sorry about him, because he doesn't want to face the reality, and the reality is that Russians support Putin. Russians want fight. They want to fight, not won't fight. I often listen to it in the interviews. Like yesterday, I've watched the interview of Zolkin with two youngsters. Well, youngsters, they like around their 25. They're going there and they're taking pleasure from the war, guys. They are really taking pleasure. You can see it in their eyes, in how they're talking about it. And he says Russians don't want to fight. And every Russian, first thing that they will reply when we talk about this war, they will say, no one wants this war. But that's a lie. That's a fucking lie. And you really believe them? Yeah, I feel the same. He wants to be optimistic, but it's not based in reality much. Exactly. Starsky was a great way of communicating different positions, but not confrontational. Exactly. He's much better in this. He's a professional. I'm not. I was actually confronting the guy. Okay, let's watch further.
I think all Russians and a lot of Ukrainians know you actually, but we have a small video about actually, well, you're a TV host and journalist, but we have a small introduction video. It's a little bit late maybe, but we will show it now.
We spreken Michael Fischman, presentator van TV Rain, vanuit zijn studio in Amsterdam. Waarom...
There's a good question, Prometheus UA. Did you think that Starsky and you should not have agreed to meet with the Russian? I actually think so too. I think we should not. But I needed a guilty pleasure. I needed to say it and ask these questions, at least one Russian ever. Like, I had no chance to do it. Never. And I wanted to do that. I actually yeah, so it was just a bullion from me and Starsky and Frankie and Kuno actually too. So we did it as I don't know, as an assholes. We should not agree. That's a bad idea. You should not actually give them the platform, the what do you call it? The ground to speak. You should keep them marginals as they are. Same goes to MAGA Republicans and vatniks. We should not invite them to the shows. So yes, you're right. We shouldn't have done that. But next time I won't. I promise to myself. And this time we had this. Anyway, I just know that some of you want to know my opinion on what he was saying, because I could not comment right there. So yeah, just tell me if I should stop doing this, or you want me to continue and talk about that more. They seem to resent Ukraine for making Russia look bad, probably. Not resent, sorry. They need a platform. How else can you show how delusional their arguments are? Well, that's one of the... That's how I thought it should be, but no. That could be... You see, when you let them speak, some people may not really see that they are delusional, and they will take it as the credible, not only source, but credible point of view. So that is that. So it is dangerous, though we should do that, right, to show how delusional they are. Not every person is capable to recognize that they are. So I actually wonder. Troll the trolls. I am tired of Ukrainian voices being kept quiet. Yeah, you see, actually, that's very, very controversial, all of this situation. First of all, to agree to speak to them, and secondly, but we need to, you see, I actually wanted to get involved into this at least once, to see what are the dangers there, what are the I don't know. It honestly makes me mad the world spent so long calling Ukraine terrorists. Oh yeah. That's total bullshit. Then those people need to learn to see the difference. Well, those people won't learn. How do you teach MAGA Republicans to see the difference? Just like, or vatniks. We Ukrainians tried, but they refused. Their mind wants to stay in that comfort zone where there are conspiracies everywhere, where there is where there's evil USA and good Russia, right? I think it was a good interview, says Silver Earth. Interesting, but I got carried away with anger. Well, me either. Though I kept calm there, like, but inside I was boiling, and you could see it in my face, right? You could have seen it in Starsky's face. He was not boiling, but he was disagreeing with the dude. You could see it in his eyes. He was like, when he's agreeing, he usually, how do you call this gesture? Agreeing with your face. How do you call it? I promise at least there was always many of us who knew the truth. Yeah, you're right. They won't learn. They won't. That's the biggest problem of all of this. They don't want to learn, and they will refuse to learn until the very end. I could see it in your Rick. Yeah, Cass. Nods. He nods. Yeah, he usually nods when he's agreeing, and when he disagrees, he just stares without nodding. Yeah, so he was doing that. The guy had a political mouth. He didn't dare to say his real thoughts. Yes, exactly. It was like he brought Russia's voice hidden in a lot of words. Exactly, photograph. Exactly, not in. I'm proud of how many of us have come together in recent years. Me either. Thank you, guys. I'm proud of all of us and of us as a community. We are just amazing. Thank you. Love you guys. You support me so much with this stream today. And I think I won't feel that down tomorrow. At least I hope I won't. As I felt today and the day before. No, and yesterday, not the day before yesterday. I heard he was never seen again after the stream. Well, I won't comment to that. I could see it in Starsky too, in his posture and eyes. Yeah, we actually gotta go to the part where Starsky is asking him questions. It's amazing how he did that.
The best place we could have ended is Amsterdam, where we are based now.
Yeah, there's a lot of Russian media, free media there. And do you guys feel free here?
Yes, of course, yes.
And are you worried to speak openly here? Because maybe you have family, friends, relatives in Russia?
Well, I have nothing to worry about. I'm totally exposed. I mean, there is nothing I can be more afraid of than I already am. So I'm already in a position where I have nothing to be worried about, because I'm on the screen and everybody knows who I am, and we're already past that.
Okay, and that's kind of the same probably for the other 75 journalists, which I understood are in the.
Yes, of course, it's more or less everyone. I mean, it was not even a choice. It was our mission back in Moscow when we were based in Moscow for so many years, and the question was our choice that we faced was either we just basically shut up, or we continue what we do, but from somewhere. Because it was impossible starting from, like, in the first few days of the war, the new legislation was introduced, which was basically criminalizing any anti-war sentiment, outspoken or whatever. So for us it was, and if you face this kind of choice, either you just keep silent and stay home, or you leave, but you still follow what you do, and you still do what you always did. The answer is obvious.
And if I understood you right, you kind of told me that
never gonna let you down, never gonna run around. And thank you, Frank, is now a member. You're doing a fantastic job. Thank you so much. Let me go there and update the progress bar. But I needed to pause that for a bit just to sing along, you know, guys. how it works in here. Starsky the man. Yes. Exactly. Thank you for becoming a javelin. It's to replace today's loss of a javelin. And there's so the sum is just like I have it now because I forgot to minus 10 and now it's plus 10, so it's 1,348. Thank you so much. Frank, you're awesome. So I owe you a patch. Send me, please send. Oh, well, I've sent you something already, didn't I? I'm not sure. Let me actually go check it out now without showing it on the screen, of course. But I think I might be, or you may be already a member on Buy Me Coffee. It felt like something like this. What? I mean, it's my brain now. No. I think I mixed you. No, there's no Frank there yet. But anyway, thank you. Ага, і всі опозиційні російські ЗМІ у ЄС пишуть, що вони іноагенти, виконуючи закон РФ. Це взагалі пиздець. Реально. Дійсно. Prometheus UA said, and all the opposition Russian media, they working in US, they still write that they are agents, as Russian call them. It's like foreign agents. They still keep doing it following the Russian law. That's crazy. Okay, by the way, I have the message from Freedom Energy there on Discord. Let me check what it is. Oh, guys, we need to finish the stream already. Damn it. Because I need to go and have dinner. And I don't have food. So first I'll need to go to... What do I? No, I have a soup there. I'm going to have a soup, but after that I'm still going to go for groceries. And it's 9 p.m. 6 minutes past 9 p.m. here. Okay, Freedom Energy. That's... what is that? Interesting. That's a military thing. I'll ask you later. Anyway, Super said I missed out a couple of cool patches. Why? It is still possible to get them. You mean on Raffle. Got it. Okay. Guys, please go and watch this, because there were more questions from
people who give interviews to
Starsky
you, to
and
DOS,
me.
TV program DOS, they are actually already kind of criminal by doing so.
Yes, this is exactly the case with TV Rain and several other that are different, that it's not Russia's. There will be no question about that.
It hasn't been changed. It was always...
It never changed my position about what happened in 2014, about the show started. Because TV Rain's position is very well known. There is no...
Yeah, but in the interview you also say that actually this is Putin's war and not the Russian people's war.
Yes.
Ukrainians, a lot of Ukrainians think different about that.
Yes, I know that.
They say that the Russians all have the responsibility. Maybe,
yes.
Yeah, so his main narrative is that it is a Putin's war, not Russian's war. And Frankie's saying that a lot of Ukrainians don't agree with that. Oh, by the way, 37 comments already. That's good. 5 hours ago, 15 hours ago. People keep watching it. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Maybe you guys have something to say about that, Rick or Starsky?
Rick, roll.
Okay, so what about those Russians who are being really happy in social networks? There are hundreds of thousands of them there every time Ukraine being struck by a missile and our civilians are dying, and they are really rejoicing for that. What about those Russian citizens who are not in the military, who are not forced by Putin to go to war? And a lot of them, as I know from the interviews with prisoners of war, went to war to just earn money. It's a way to earn money for them. Is it really Putin's war if those people choose to go and earn some money killing Ukrainians?
Well, that's a good question. Well, of course, those Russians who take arms in their hands and go to and join this invasion, this war becomes their war immediately. There's no question about that. And when we're talking about Russians who support the war, We know the numbers, we know the polls, we know that the simple question, do you support the so-called, which is in Russia, it's called special military operation? The answer would be like 70-something% would say yes, but there is different meaning behind this yes. And it's not that these 70+% would rejoice about Ukrainians being killed and Kharkiv being shelled or Odessa being shelled. This is not the case. Of course, there is a group of aggressive Russians.
My face is very talking. You see my expressions there. I'm not like Starsky. Starsky is like super calm.
Estimate of these actively pro-war, actively anti-Ukraine, actively pro-Putin in this sense, group of Russians is at around 20-25%. We would say that's based on independent polls that we follow and we trust. Well, to the extent we can trust polls in Russia, but it's not 70% of these Russians who leave these comments on social networks about being happy of what is going on. But this is definitely not the case.
But even then, Putin is chosen, already in power for, what is it, 23, 24 years?
Yes.
And all this time, he's been re-elected.
Actually, we knew that. I'm talking about your comment, just Jimmy. We know that they've been thrown out of Latvia and all of that, but we just didn't get to that. We didn't have enough time for so many questions. But anyway, guys, we need to finish the stream. I see that I need to go, and I really want to go and have a dinner. So thank you so much for being here with me today, with all of you also, with each other, because there's so much communication between you in the chat and all of us. So I think it's our show. And Yewleea, thank you, Yewleea. Thank you, Nick, for a few questions answered there. Thank you for the donations here today, guys. Oh, here today? Donations today. Let me get back to check. Maybe we had some donations here on. No, we didn't get any. So this campaign is the slowest one for now. I really need to try to advertise it on someone else's channel. But you see, guys, I try not to stress too much about that. Yes, they wait for us to get them the truck, I mean the soldiers. But if I stress too much, I will just end up burning out. I would have end up burning out like half a year ago, I think, and wouldn't be streaming already. So this will happen when it is gonna happen. And if I don't have extra energy right now to go to someone else's stream during the week, I have 3 streams of my own and a lot of different stuff and responsibilities, then it doesn't mean that it is like, I don't know, I lost my thought there, but I think you know what I'm talking about, right? Thank you so much, Ginny Mess, for €5 super chat without a message there. I'm gonna give it a like and a heart. Heroям slava. Heroям slava. Benzo Baby, I wanna also thank each moderator for doing a great job. Thank you, guys. Thank you for buying me a coffee membership today. Just coffees also from NATO Truck, which is very important. And all the support you've given me, so much support today, guys, that I think I will get through this burnout and everything's gonna be fine. I'm more confident about my future than I was before. Take care, Rick. We are taking care of you and each other. Thank you. Just relax a bit and eat. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I know how to handle it. I know that I need to stress less and like take it easier and take it like, Rick, if you cannot allow yourself to push harder on this fundraiser, I mean, allow by that you don't have extra energy for that. Just let it keep going as it going. and see what happens. Maybe in a week or two you will have energy in a week or two, right? I will have energy in a week or two, and I will make that extra push. So to each its time. I'm not sure if I'm not making this one up. You're doing perfectly fine, Rick. Don't stress out. Love your work always. Thanks, chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you. See you around. Thank you, XY. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Andres. Thank you, Tune. Thank you. Who else was moderating there today? I saw Nikki. I saw Andres. I saw Tune. I'm sorry if I missed any of you mods. Rick, breathe. Just breathe. Right? I will. Thank you guys. Love you so much. Thank you for all the support, all the listening, because listening to some negativity, well, it's not. It's just truth in this case. And it was not really negative, I think. But yeah, I don't want to finish that sentence. Once again, guys, thank you. Live long, prosper, and buy tickets for this flag. $10 for a ticket. We will raffle it again on Sunday. Thank you, Laura, for giving us this opportunity to raise more money. Guys, I forgot that I will do it on, yeah, I really have to go. So I will do it on to, come on, Rick, I'm getting tired. I'm going to read the message, Laura's message, on the stream on Sunday. That's when I'm going to do it. Okay. Have to rest. Bye, guys.